and ever.
Now you keep it.
Can we talk now?
Now you can go.
Okay, hi everybody, it's Michelle. I've got your afternoon session with you, the graveyard shift. I hope you're all still awake after Sandy's class. I know she kept you guys really busy and everybody's like a little bit brain foggled at the moment, but no, you'll be fine. All right, I promise you I've got a very intricate page today, but it's not a very difficult page. And what's amazing is we're using the best paper on the planet, Celebr8 paper, of course, but the Christmas range, it's the best one that I've seen for the last few years. We absolutely all love it. So well done, Dennis and Erin. Awesome page. And then, yeah, we are going to get started. So what you are going to need, I need you to start taking out your goodies for me. You're going to fling. Okay, cool. All right, so here is your page. I'm first going to talk you through it, that you can all have a look. I'm going to just move that one up a little bit. There we go. All right, so our left page. We are going to start out with a flap that opens to the left. These are little interactive, so there's space for lots of photos, and then there's one on the top as well. All right, and then here we have space, it's a little pocket with space for lots and lots of little tags and goodies. All right, that's easy peasy. Then we move on to our right-hand page. Okay, just a quick close-up so you can have a look. So how beautiful is this paper, people? It is just the cutest. All right, now our right-hand page. Very easy and simple. All right, so we have...
I do the ribbon.
We have a flap. All right, easy. Then we have another flap. Easy. Then we have another flap. Easy. Okay, but wait, if you buy now, there's more. All right, so if we open up the flap.
I told them to save the tears for today.
It's not that bad. So I'm going to open up close for you. If you open up the flap, there is your 3D page.
Santa's
All
village.
right, your little Santa's village. It's a pop-up, so you can all have a look and see. So don't all fall off your chairs and gasp in horror. I don't want to have any stress attacks. It really is not a difficult page to do. It's quite a bit of work, but if you've done all this fussy cutting, it will go quite quickly. What I would like you all to do is when we have our tea break, is to please just get a spare piece of just normal A4 paper is fine. I just want to practice all the folds with you before you cut up your pretty paper in case you make a mistake. So if we have a practice round, I think it'll work much better. All right, so that one we're going to put away for the moment. I'm going to start you off easy, seeing that you're all still shell-shocked from Sandy's page. Just to quickly show you the new Celebr8 range, I'm going to put it in this way so you can all have a look. All right, so as you all know, your bulk packs that come with your chipboard. You get 2 chipboards, you get your beautiful acetate. My stencil's gone. There's an awesome stencil as well. I have no idea what I've done with mine. I'm terribly sorry. There we go. There we go. Sorry. I don't know if you've all bought this back already, but this ho 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 stencil to me is the cutest thing ever. Imagine that on a card as a background, or if you buy that snow spray that you spray on your windows for Christmas. Can you imagine just wrap that like lightly over your bauble and you spray that either onto your windows or onto some Christmas baubles? It's the most awesome stencil. And then obviously your gorgeous embellishment packet, which has got all your goodies in. Your paper pack, as you know, you've got your normal paper pack with your cutouts at the back. These ones you didn't have to cut out for this page. This is going to be used for your take-home ELF page, which I'll show you now. And then we have our standard 6 patterns, which is that gorgeous one, front and back. Your second page, Joy to the World, front and back. I love these plain patterns. We're trying to convince Dennis to do a range just with plain patterns like this. Then our third page is called Peace on Earth, which has the gorgeous charcoal at the back. Then we have another ho 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 page. This one is called Festive Cheer, and it's got our stripes at the back. Those are your, yes, okay. Then we have a cutout sheet. This is the one you should have all cut out by now. I hope you all have. And it's got the gorgeous dots for Laura, Hannah at the back.
Full sheet.
A full sheet. All right. And then we have a full sheet of journal blocks, and the back of that has got half, similar to Gillette range yesterday, where it's got that beautiful ombre effect with the different colors. As standard with the bulk packs, you also get your 2 pattern blocks. With these, I hope you haven't cut these all up too much, because there are this one over here. I have kept those 2 together to create my little book, which is on this page. I know we did not tell you to cut them up yet, so I hope you haven't. If you have, don't stress. There's nothing washi tape can't solve. All right, so what's nice about the new packs from Dennis, he has now created extra sheets with lots of extra elements in your bulk pack. So these are 3 additional sheets that you wouldn't normally get in a bulk pack. This one's got gorgeous elements. It's got your tabs, circles, and your brackets, and the gorgeous stars at the back. This one has got all these gorgeous, I call them rainbows. They're like half circles with your elements, and I just love that as well. And this one is what I've used for page number 2, your take home, that has got all your 1 to 25 for your Christmas. So you can use it on any of your advent calendars. I have used it, I'll show you now quickly, on your take home project. All right, there we go. So for those of you who have a naughty elf in the house who pops out on the 1st of December, this is just a quick elf on the shelf layout. I know elf is he's become more popular. You can buy them anywhere. So it's really quite cute. So I've cut up all those blocks, and I've just made tiny little blocks so that you can record every single day of December what elf gets up to. You'll see I haven't added 25 because that's Christmas Day, and by then elf should have left and gone back to the North Pole to go bug Santa. He shouldn't be in your house anymore. So on this, remember I did say this main sheet, which is on the back of your Merry and Bright. This one uses all these big houses, which I have layered. All right, so this is quite a quick and easy. I see one of the ladies already did it this morning, I think Anna Marie. Yeah. Well done. That's awesome. So I'm sure she can tell you all how easy it is. All right, so today we are going to do the other one, the interactive one.
The one that Brenda had a small heart attack with.
Yes.
Which is the small one.
All right, ladies. So we're going to start with your left-hand page, which has got the flap, and it has got all the folds, and it has got this pull-out book. This pull-out book is made from 1 sheet of paper, which is really nice because you can use it for travel pages or anything where you need an extra couple of photos put in. And if you want to, you can also make it, if you cut your page into thirds as opposed to half, so if you go 10 centimeters, then you'll have space for an extra couple of photos. This is already 9. So it's 3, 6, 9, 12, but then you'll have space for more. All right, so but we're doing the jumbo photos and not the 10 by 10s. So for this layout, you are going to need, let me just get you started. Our left-hand page, make sure I've got the right one, not that one. Sorry, I've got a gazillion pages lying here, so just be patient with me. It's page, where's my left page gone? I don't have one. Oh, so many beautiful ones. Pull out the right one, I've got all the same ones. Okay, there we go. Let's try this poll. There we go. Okay, so All is Bright is your background page. It's the number 1, PP6901. So that'll be your background page. And also, this is from your textures pack. It is your stone and board. We're going to use the board side, so please take that out for me.
I'm sorry to worry, Michelle. I've just able to sign in. You haven't started anything else yet, hey?
No. We're just doing this one.
It's starting. Okay.
We haven't started yet. We're only starting now.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Pleasure. So you need your page number 1, which is All is Bright. And so far, you need your textures pack, your one that says stone and board. All right, so those are the 2 that we're going to start with. I'm just going to get you to pull out the paper you need for this particular page. All right, you also need 1 sheet of Festive Cheer, which has got all the brown ho, ho, ho on it. And you can also take out these 2 sheets, which have got all your fussy cuts, your fussy cut, your journal blocks on. So that's Wish Upon a Star and Jingle Bells. There's obviously a lot of fussy cut elements. Don't worry about those now. We're just going to get the actual body of the page done first. All right, so you should have 5 pages in front of you, those 5. You can put the rest away for the moment. All right, has everybody got those? Can we start, or do you want a few more seconds to get them all out?
When you've got it out and ready, just give us a few thumbs up on the WhatsApp group.
Everybody says I teach too fast, so I'm going to try and go slower.
And lots of thumbs up.
All right, fantastic. So first thing we're going to do, this is going to be the back of our background. If you have a look at this page, that is the background. All right. So all you need to do with this, you do not need to ink because you're not going to really see much of it, is you're just going to cut off your barcode. Okay, we don't use this, so put it in your Pringle jar. Don't cut askew as me. All right, ink-wise, I've used red brick that I used to color my chipboards. I didn't do any fancy techniques. I literally just colored my chipboard. So you don't have to do that at the moment. There's quite a bit to get through, so we'll do that right at the end, okay? So just that you know that the color is called red brick. And then for the rest of my page, you can just use Jumbo Java. I like ground espresso distress ink. Obviously, if you don't have this, just go with any brown is fine. All right. Okay, so that page we now have. Our next page is going to be our All is Bright sheets. If you can just cut off the barcode strip for me as well. Again, keep all your barcodes. I love using barcodes. They are the best part of these pages, especially when they've got nice words on. So I use, are we using any for today? We're going to use the scallop one here. It's got the brown on it. On one of them, I'll show you which when we get there. And there's quite a few quote ones that I've used. Just keep them all close to you. Okay, that is now your background sheet. So this one over here, what we're going to do, we are now going to create this little flap here on the left-hand side. So we are first going to cut from the left-hand edge 11 centimeters. So this flap is 11 from the left-hand side. You can cut that going straight down your page, and you can cut it straight off. Right, so 11 centimeters. There are your 2 pieces. Okay, all done. Waiting for Laura. All right, once you have done that, this is going to be a little flap. So I have just scored it 1 centimeter down the left-hand edge. All right, so remember, it is just down your left-hand edge. I'm just flipping my board because obviously I need to score on the other side. All right, so just 1 centimeter. So on your small piece, 1 centimeter, left-hand side. You can either use glue, you can use tape, it's totally up to you, whatever your preference is. I generally use double-sided tape on my layouts. I find using Tombow, it does most liquid glue shrinks when it dries, and then you end up with your pages buckling. So I try only use Tombow on elements and small pieces. All right, if you are inking, you can ink these two sheets now, but please do not ink this section. You do want it to look like one piece of paper still, so you can ink around there, and also don't ink the right hand. So basically just ink top bottom, and then you can ink the left hand side of your flap. All right, remember we're doing a full page, so try and ink around your outer edge only. And with this, we are going to see the back. So you can actually ink underneath your red on the small piece. Like this. It is beautiful. So we actually have such a shortage of lovely colors to choose from. So these would be perfect.
Just saying.
Just saying, hashtag.
Nudge, nudge. Look at it. You can't find something.
All right, so remember you can do your left hand edge, just not this side over here, because you still want it to look like one sheet of paper. All righty, there we go.
All right, Mr. Darcy. Oh, I feel relaxed for now.
Are you all
For
relaxed?
now. For now.
Okay,
Actually,
so
let me
glad.
cut. Let me cut while we wait.
Okay,
Just to keep it by maybe 1
you
minute.
can have time to
Breathe.
breathe.
How many people cut, Mama? Okay. How many people cut?
Oh, she was quite good. She
One.
basically cut most of it.
No, I didn't.
Didn't you?
I only cut the banner. If I went to the hairdresser on Friday, what was I thinking? Seriously, why did we take it to the banana?
Chelsea, doing so many layouts every month,
Yes.
do you find that you look to older ones for like a base?
You
or-
do. You tend to recycle your old pages. I mean, I think we all do that. Sometimes when you're in a rush, you just look at an old one, you flip it around, turn it upside down, find a flap or a lift or something that you like. I love flaps, lifts, folds, tucks, anything that you can make interactive. I love that. So to me, I find that awesome.
But at the end of the day, there's only so many things you can do. You can't-
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, you get bored eventually, but if you just rehash it a little bit, as I say, like with this fold, just for example. So if you take this fold and you cut it at 10 and 20, then you've got three pull-outs as opposed to 2 pull-outs. Or if you just leave it plain, you have 1 long pull-out. There's just so many, you can just rehash things and redo them a little bit. It's quite cool. All right, how are we looking, ladies? Has everybody managed to do that?
Yeah.
Again, but I'm drop dead gorgeous at the moment. Wow.
Okay.
For yourself. Jeez.
Oh, so
You
happy
didn't
for
just
you.
get worn out by class.
All right, just a quick one. On this page, number 2, Joy to the World, there is a brown barcode scallop on the bottom. If you would like to go ahead and just cut that out for me, it'll take you a few seconds. That is what we are going to use to define our pockets.
That's on the turquoise one. Hey?
Correct, yes. You don't have to cut the whole thing. If you go about 19 centimeters, so cut it off your sheet of paper first and cut it shorter to 19, and then you can just cut around. I have just kept a little bit of the white at the bottom, which you are going to ink anyway. If ever you do a pocket on a page, like a slit, always remember to add a little piece at the bottom just to define the edge so that people can see where your goodie is actually going to. If you just cut a slit, you actually can't see when you're tucking things in or where to tuck it in. Okay, so that little scallop strip does help just find, it just gives you that little bit of an edge. All right, so that is sheet, for those of you that want to know, spool sheet number 2 is a little brown scallop. And we just need that cut out about 19 centimeters width. See, not so hard so far.
Yeah, we wait.
Easy
Stick
peasy.
to.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, we wait.
Just so like I'll gently ease you into
Yeah.
it. Hmm. While you're all busy cutting, I'll just explain to you. When you have on the cutout sheet that Dennis creates for us, it has lots of the one that has all the tabs and banners on. We all love it, especially us that do interactive. That one over here. Now this new range has actually got extra tabs. I love tabs, especially for mini albums. They are like just awesome because you can use them, and they're really nice, especially if you have anything that pulls out or a tag or a insert or a booklet, just to actually help people, guide their eyes to where they need to pull or lift or flap. Again, you can insert it, you can cut it a bit longer and stick it underneath, you can stick it on top. I just use a stapler. I'm a quick and easy scrapper. I don't have time to waste. So I just use a stapler. It never comes off. And it actually looks quite cute. So you'll see I've used one on my flap. I've used one on these flaps that you can just pull out. And then also on all my pockets that I've put in here, all my little inserts, I have also just stapled them on. Quick and easy.
That's how you do 30 laps in a minute.
Exactly. You don't have to, it doesn't work faster, you need to work smarter.
Correct.
Go.
Well done.
Exactly.
With that.
All right, ladies, how are we looking with our fussy cut little strip? Is everything, everybody's done?
Done. Done it.
All done, did. Can we carry on, Dennis?
Yeah, looks like Bam is done.
Are we all? Okay, fantastic.
Yeah, she's
Burma,
done.
you're going to be our marker, eh?
Yeah.
Just give us a thumbs up. You done? You ready? Sharp.
Sleeping.
No, she's wide awake. She's
open
ready.
bucket.
All right, so now we are going to create this little pocket that is on this page. So if you have a look, the background, okay, here I cut through, don't do what I did. I decided to put a pocket in after. All right, so measuring 11 centimeters, okay, my 10.5 from the bottom edge. All right, 10.5, 11, same difference. You are then okay, so quick one. I noticed most of you girls use trimmers. Okay, I love a craft knife and a ruler. I was taught the old-fashioned way. You can always see who goes to which teacher. Laura Hannah's girls all use trimmers. If I go to a class, I know they're all Laura's girls. Other girls that only use a craft knife and a ruler, I know they're my girls, or there's certain teachers that have got certain ways of teaching.
Same uses a guillotine.
A guillotine, yes, exactly, yeah. So everybody has. I love using a craft knife and a ruler. Just a quick tip, using these boards, I love them. I know yesterday the girls were counting out the blocks. These mats have got 5 centimeter blocks. So you never need to count. So if you need to count 20, you literally just go 5, 10, 15, 20. Done. I've got my measurement. It makes life so much easier. And with our rulers that extend past 30, I mean, it just goes right past the page. So long as you are lined up on a straight line and you're lined up on that line, you literally just cut and everything is cut smooth, straight. I find it cut smoother than a guillotine or not a guillotine maybe, but a trimmers at least. I know most people have problems with trimmers. Hopefully one day they will invent a trimmer that works 100%, yes. Okay, so this sheet of paper, we are going to go more or less 10.5. Like I say, there are no perfect rules here. You can draw a line if you want to, or you can just cut. Okay, depends how brave you are feeling. I hope you can all see what I'm doing. So 5, 10, 10.5. Make sure your bottom edge is straight, or use your trimmer, but do not cut the whole way through. We are cutting a slit. So, did you cut?
No, I saw a pocket.
Okay. So 2 centimeters from the left-hand edge, you're going to cut and stop about 2 centimeters from the right-hand edge.
And 10 up, eh?
10 and a half. Oh, it's either or, doesn't really matter, but yeah, more or less. So we are cutting a slit. You see, we've now got our hole in our page. As I said, you can use your trimmer, but please be careful that you don't go through. If you have gone all the way through, just turn your page over and adhere tape on the sides. Luckily, we are going to cover the sides with your banner, so you won't notice on your page if you've made an oopsie. It really doesn't matter. There are no mistakes in scrapbooking, girls. Like a bloom.
Opportunities to embellish.
There we go.
Personal touch.
Personal touch, that's it.
Creative genius.
There we go, that's you. Anything
Love
goes.
it. Creative genius.
All right, we are now going to use that scallop strip that you cut for me. Give it a quick ink. Doesn't have to be perfect. These ones just go up and down because they are scallops. You need both sides covered. And that is going to get stuck underneath the bottom edge of your slit. So remember, there is your slit. So you are going to adhere that just on the edges like so. It just gives a nice edge to your pocket so that you can actually see where everything needs to go inside. All right, for that, I'm just going to use Tombow. It's quicker. I'm just going to cut mine down to size. Don't need that one for the moment. Throw it in the
It doesn't go to
Pringleton.
the edges of one.
No, it's going to be like so.
A little gap in
Yeah.
between.
So if your 19 is too wide, just trim it down a little bit. If you want to go all the way across, you can. Doesn't matter. Like that. Right, so now we have an awesome little pocket on our page. A lot of times these layouts, the new pages especially, they've got the most beautiful clip art and elements on. And you don't really want to hide this. So this is a really quick and easy way to make a pocket that you still can see all your images without sticking something on top of it. I love doing that to a page that you can actually get the most out of your page. All right, now that is going to be your base page. If you do want to keep this and you really love it, it is gorgeous paper, and you feel it's a waste to cover an entire sheet of paper, you can obviously use cardstock, but I mean, for me, this is perfect. All we are going to see is that little piece sticking out that side. But we're not sticking this one yet. We are only sticking the right-hand side. Remember, this is a pocket. So you are going to be putting tape down here, oh, the white pen over there, all the way down there, and all the way down the bottom. All right, so all the way around your outside edge, there, 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 and there. What I sometimes do is I put a little bit, small piece of tape over there, just to make sure that that actually stays flat. So when I tuck my stuff in, it doesn't want to lift. All right, so I just use normal double-sided tape. And you can set that down. How's everybody doing?
Fantastic.
Fabulous. So happy to hear that.
Let me cut.
Cut, cut, cut. Right, and a tiny piece just above our slit. That's optional. You don't really have to do that. All right, now you can just remove your tape and you are going to be sticking that to your right-hand side of your page. Will obviously be stuck flat. I'm a speed scrapper, so I if you girls do the whole zip effect like Sandy does, that's fantastic. I just stick and hope for the best. Cover the mistakes with ink. All right, so there is your pocket. Quick and easy. You haven't wasted this beautiful piece of Christmas paper, and it is stuck onto your page. All right. Fantastic. So now inside your pockets, how are we doing? Am I going too fast?
No.
The girls okay still? Roma, where's your thumbs up? Natasha, where's your thumbs up? Oh, I love it. Thank you. Okay. You have these 2 element sheets. The only one I really do not want you to cut out is these 2. So these 2 blocks, do not cut them out. Okay, these 2. Okay, do not cut them out. They're going to be one solid. So if we cut this out, this is from the Wish Upon a Star page. Cut everything, yeah, everything else except for these 2. They need to be, it's going to be a little booklet. So cut off your barcodes on both these sheets.
No white showing, no.
No, not really, but you can ink it if it shows. Keep your barcodes. These ones I do use.
Barcodes make me happy.
Oh, I love barcodes. Sorry, I'm going a bit skewed here. All right, so that one, remember, keep this. We're going to use this for our right-hand page. Just put it one side for now. Okay, and then these. Right, another gorgeous barcode with words on. Keep that as well. And the second one, you can actually, these, you can cut all of these into blocks. No, trimmers go faster than a craft knife and a ruler, so I'll pace myself with myself. All right, so okay, so the 5 cards that go inside there, it's the one that has the red border with the huge big bracket. Okay, next is your 2 ho ho ho. There's a teal one and there's a red one. Okay, and then I have used the stripy, no, this is a different one. Don't worry, this one over here comes from another card. Do not worry about that one for now. And then your warm wishes is from this one over here. It's got the teal and the half brown and red dots. Okay, this one was actually fussy cut from the other journal sheet, so we'll do that one later. Don't worry about that for now. Okay, then as you'll see, I have stapled some of my words to the top. You can just use tape or glue if you don't have a stapler on hand. I don't think I added it to the list that you need. but that's totally up to you. You have so many different words to choose from. I didn't put on the teal block, but I did put on the other three. So I used Warm Wishes, I used the Red and Black Scallop, and the Be Merry. So you can ink these front and back. Obviously, you can use these for photos, or you can use it for journaling. So you can add those on top of your tags.
Just trying again.
All right, so it's that one over there, and I've used the Be Merry tab. Okay, I've used the red one. It's got a plain tab, says ho ho ho. I'm sorry, the green ho ho ho. And then this teal with the black and red dots.
And this one.
That's from there. Where did that one come
Michelle,
from? Was it
it
there?
comes
Yeah.
from that page.
It does come from that.
Oh, so it's on this sheet. It's
Yeah.
on one of the backs. Okay, hold a sec. Let me just find it. Ah, there it is. Okay, sorry. All right, that one you can just fussy cut along the top. So it's already got your tab along the top. All right, fantastic. Thanks, Mish. What happens is we do these projects like 3 months ago or a month ago, and you forget what you've done. Okay, so those are going to get inked. Let me just find the right ones to put back into my pocket. 2, 3, and 4. So once you have inked those, you can just put them and put your label on and stick them into your pocket for me. Remember, these you'll see front and back, so you can ink both sides.
Please give us.
There should be 5 in total, yes. All right, so the tabs, you can use whichever ones you want to. It doesn't have to be exactly the same as mine. And those you can choose which ones and just staple them onto the end or just use tape. It's totally up to you.
So is it possible for you to give you a full sheet and just point out the ones you're using?
I think I've got it. Okay, so on this sheet, I am using the that one over there, the green one. This is for the second, this is for the right-hand page, so do not do that at the moment. And then on this one, it's that one, that one, that one, and that one, because you'll see at the back is the other side. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 from the one sheet. And this sheet, it's only the teal ho ho ho. All right, does that help? I hope.
Here he's pointing out that the printers didn't get quite lined up on the front and the back. So sorry, ladies, we'll.
But
chat
yours
to
were
the
like
printers.
that.
Yeah, I also trimmed mine off. Yes.
It looks quite cute.
Gives you an
Yeah,
extra edge.
But we will
Will.
get the printers to get that right. They're supposed to get it right.
Okay. I don't want to mix up the X too much. All right, so this one, oh, you could.
It won't alter much. Yeah.
And remember that one's already got the tab on top. So, okay, yeah, there we go. A little dot at the bottom, but that's fine. Just throw it over there. And then,
Sorry, Michelle, only 3 of the cards get tabs.
yeah, 4. So the one that's got the Christmas is already on.
Yes.
So that's the fourth one. So the other three yet, yes.
Okay.
So we have the Be Merry, Warm Wishes, and the Stripes.
The stripes. Okay, cool.
That
Thanks.
one's already printed on, and then the other one I didn't put on.
Yeah.
Right, Be Merry, Warm Wishes Christmas.
Yeah, but you can use any ones you want. So I've just stuck on randomly, so it's totally up to you. They're all gorgeous.
With mine's on. With mine's so cute.
Merry
Christmas.
Sandy's getting
Sandy.
scared. She sounds like the Grinch. Everybody okay? You guys all right?
I
Are you
got Grinch
Christmas?
pajamas.
I'm not sure if we're getting delayed messages, but Brenda and
Hi.
Carol want to know about the tags again.
What's this?
Hi.
Hi.
We can't get through on WhatsApp. We are still stuck on the 5 first pages for the pocket, and we haven't, our messages aren't going through. So we're behind.
These 5
Uh,
inserts. Just
oh,
put
the
them all out
inserts.
on the
Okay, I'm
table.
going to leave them out for you so that you can see which ones I've
Is
used.
this Brenda and Carol?
Okay.
Oh, Brenda and Carol, come girls, get with the program now.
All right, so those are from one sheet.
Or just leave them there as she.
Oh, well, yeah, those are one sheet.
And the big one.
And that one over there. I think this one was from the second sheet. So those 4 were from the one sheet, and this is from the other sheet.
Now, which one's the that one?
Okay, we've got these.
Okay, I don't know.
This one you've got.
Yeah, you Carol.
Okay, so remember the tabs come off the sheet. So there's all different ones that you can use, whichever one you want to, girls. It doesn't have to be the same as mine.
It does. No, Carol, yours looks so good.
Well, thank
Yeah,
you.
I can't. I have to do what you did. I'm a nerd.
Okay, girls, I hope you all have pen. I picked up that there's another one with straps.
From mom for now.
No, that's fine.
Would you like to do another one?
All right, how are we looking, girls? How's our cutting coming along? Cool. Thanks,
Just give
Natasha.
1 minute to
That's
Carol
good.
and
No
Brenda.
stress.
catch up.
Carol, Brenda, you guys okay?
Every time I look up, I see Shirley White with her arms crossed. I think Shirley's
No,
done.
the video.
This is the picture.
Just give us a minute. We're almost there.
All good. No rush.
Dennis,
Yes.
trust me, my arms are not folded. They are working very hard.
I'm Shelly, I'm a little worried that took such a long time to come through. Like,
Shirley, have a look on your screen. This is what I see every time I see you. So
I know,
think it's
that's
very
because I
happy.
put it, that was when I was still thinner. No, I was in the loo, Sandy, so I was coming back when I heard that.
Hmm.
Okay, let me go back.
Okay, are you girls okay with these ones? Are you all done with those 5 little inners?
I'm looking at the same ones. Okay,
All right.
that one does the
Surprise, surprise, Michelle Netflix says she's done.
Oh, always. Michelle's my star
She's
child.
not done. Michelle's a very, very good scrapbook.
Clearly. Very positive. No, we're getting more thumbs up now. So
Okay. Can we put these ones back in their little pouch? All right. Now, just to finish off that particular panel on your page, what I've done, if you have a look, is I've just used 2 of the hanging banners. It says Jingle Bells and Ho Ho Ho. Again, you can use whatever you want to, and I've added 2 little hearts. I like stacking my hearts. If you have a look, one is raised on foam and one is flat. It just gives you a little bit of dimension. So that one is flat and that one is raised. This we're going to add when your page is finished. All right, so leave your chipboard until right at the end. And you should have all fussy cut Merry Christmas by now. So that we are going to raise on foam as well. If you have a look, it's been raised. And you're going to stick that to the bottom of your banner. So let's go ahead for the next few minutes. You say you're going to stick your 2 little hanging tabs, 2 little hearts. There are some red hearts too if you want to mix it up a bit. And then add your Merry Christmas raised on foam to the bottom.
Can I ask you, Michelle, when you designed this layout, did Merry Christmas bunting just work, or did
Oh, it
you
was
make that segment that
gorgeous.
size?
No, I don't know. I can't remember. Because
it just works. So
it
well.
just worked. It was gorgeous. I think, yeah, when you get your good, yeah. It was just meant to be.
We're in sync with the paper designer.
Definitely,
Yeah.
I agree. Right, remember just to give everything a light ink. I ink everything. If you didn't hear on when was it? Thursday night? Friday night? We ink everything. Yeah, and Sandy inks nothing. I know.
Not
Nikki.
happening.
If you don't want your ink, please don't ink. This is your page. Whatever makes your soul happy. Like Sandy
Is
says.
if we do some uninked and some inked.
Yes.
It'd be nice for the ladies to see the difference.
And Laura, she draws with a pen.
And I.
She does ink as well.
Everything.
All right, so for foam, I literally just use red foam tape. These are the ones from Easy Tape. You can use whatever you have. And as we're doing banners, just cut them into triangles already. It makes life a lot easier. You don't have to put on every single one, so long as it just doesn't collapse. Otherwise, you'll sit here all day sticking foam dots. Everybody's very quiet. Is everybody all right still?
Concentrating.
Sweet. It might take me an hour to get my red tape liner off, so it'll give you lots of time to carry on. Water batch and the liner does not come off for some reason. Yo, it's hard to get the liner off. And then it sticks everywhere. Release tape. Yeah.
I love that word. Those 2 words.
What? Release.
Tape. I mean, it's just so posh. I know. Take the back off, please, man. Please.
Okay, so that now is raised on little foamy.
No, we like it.
And just paste it neatly. Now, if you have messed up your corners of your slit, here's the time now that you can just hide it with your banner. So,
Use the star, hey?
a star from where?
Underneath the whole.
Oh, there was just a tiny
It's
little
in the
star. It was one of those tiny
Oh,
little
it's there,
cutouts.
there. No, it's on the paper.
Is it? Okay, fantastic.
Stars in the east, the stars in the east.
I didn't want to stress Laura too much until it
Laura.
to fussy cut the whole sheet. So I just got her to cut
No, I didn't cut
the big
anything.
elements.
No, I didn't cut anything. That makes sense. Yeah.
Well, she's from the West Range, so there's nothing about the East.
I don't know about
Yeah.
it.
There's too much pollution there. It's hard to see any stars.
Hey, we're not that
Wow. Oh,
bad.
the East Rand, I agree.
East Range, yes.
From the
I'm
aeroplane.
still
landing.
pro East Rand.
What do you know?
Oh, this tape is
Yes,
just.
there's a big rivalry between the East Rand and the
I know.
West Rand.
But the East Strand scrapbooking's bigger than the West Strand. So you guys win there.
What was that documentary we were talking about?
I know. No, do not talk bad about my hometown.
Right, Randfontein.
No,
Devil's
Devil's Door. So these I've just added an extra staple just to carry on with the theme. It is optional. Optional. Okay, if you compare how I work compared to Juliet, you would laugh because her workspace was perfect. I've got stuff everywhere. It looked like Christmas just exploded on the table.
Juliet would have wet wiped 3 times. by
I'm
now.
creative. I'm creative. You can't expect me to be neat too. Sorry. Either or.
Something's exploded here.
It's ridiculous. How are we doing, ladies? Is everything stuck down? Another few minutes?
No question. No way.
Burma, you my go-to girl. How are we looking? We stuck down? Are you ready? Awesome.
So there's a tip on here from Marina. She says if you wipe your hands with a wet wipe before peeling off,
Oh,
the backing comes off easy.
wow. Thank you. I'll definitely try that. Sure. That's interesting.
I'll sell you a wet one.
Were you Jewish in your previous life? Do you want to buy a flower? Okay, thanks, girls. How are we looking? Okay, the girls here are still busy sticking as well.
Some of us are fussy cutting and sticking as we go.
That's fine. Those of you that are finished and are waiting, you can ink your little chippies and just put them one side so long to dry. Like I said, you can do it later if you are still busy, but otherwise just to keep yourself busy so long. Always say idle hands. Rather keep yourself busy. Oh, for those of you that always ask, when I do my Let's Play cards, everybody keeps asking me about these scissors. I was telling Dennis the story the other night. These are Westcott scissors with a titanium tip. Okay, I love them for fussy cutting. Obviously, everybody has their own fussy cut scissors. Some use small ones. I like big handles. I'm not crazy. My Tim Holtz all went blunt, so I'm not a fan of them. But these, it was like, where do you get them? You unfortunately can't get them anymore unless you import them or have a friend in the UK that can buy them. But these are actually dagga cutting scissors. They were used in the plantations to cut dagga. That's the story that I heard. So I don't know how true it is, but it would make sense because it's got like a really, this tip on here is serious. I've had this scissor for not 5 years, maybe 3 years. And you know how much cutting I do. And it's still as sharp as the day I got it. I promise you, I've cut my fingers almost off so many times with this thing. I love it. So sadly, no, you cannot get it, but it really is awesome. So if you have a friend in the UK or somewhere, you can ask them for them.
Michelle, to burst
Yes.
your dagga bubble, those scissors actually were originally designed for bonsai.
Oh,
My
as
husband
well.
has- Probably has a dozen pairs. Yeah.
Wow.
They use it to trim the leaves and the stems and everything else.
Yeah, bonsai, dagga, same thing.
Same. So he has his pair and I have mine.
Oh, fantastic.
And they stay sharp forever.
Aren't they
Can we
the
still
best?
find them locally or only overseas?
No.
I think you should have a look at your husband's bonsai plantation. It might
Yeah, my son has his own little growing patch. Let's just say.
Ah, for medicinal use, of course. All right, ladies, I think we should all be stuck down by now. Can we carry on?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so the left-hand side is now going to be your pull-out book. So I'm going to put this out the way, and I'm going to show you how to create this booklet. Okay. So that's over there. We are going to be using your brown sheet of paper that says ho, ho, ho. You can cut off your barcode and just shorten this to the height 30 centimeters. So just take half a centimeter. While you're cutting your barcode, just go half a centimeter more. Just make it 30 centimeters. All right, so it'll be 30.5 wide and 30 in height. So it's just a little bit extra. Doesn't really make a difference, but if it's, to me, it just evens it out a bit more. All right, and that's your Festive Cheer sheet of paper. I have not used this anywhere, so but you can add it to your print when you're done. Okay, this sheet of paper, you are now going to use your scoring tool.
Yeah, this one.
So the box use it. Okay, let's try. And we just show you what it looks like. All right, so that is what your booklet looks like. So if you have a look, these panels are 9 centimeters each. You have got 3.5 that stays behind. So what I would like you to do is we are going to actually turn the sheet of paper over and you're going to score from this, the left-hand edge. You're going to go 9, 9, and 9 again. All right, so you can go ahead and score at 9, 9, and 9 again.
You can take one.
Okay, good. Let me just...
9, eh?
Yes. I'm very disorganized today. Maybe I just I used it. There it is. I thought I had one. I'm using the what's what? All right, so we are going to, I'm just using my trimmer. Right, so we get 9, 9 is 18 obviously, and then 27. So 9, 18, and 27. All right, you can now just fold that, flatten it, and we're going to zigzag it. So backwards and forwards, and then your extra seam will go that way. So it looks like so. I love this little booklet. It really works well, especially for sports day photos. For your kids, when they play soccer, you can just do a little strip and you can fit lots of photos into the actual page. It's quite a handy little extra flap that you can add to a page. All right. Once you have done that, so as you can see, you've got a shorter strip and then 3 long strips. You are now going to cut through your 3 long strips. Please do not cut through your 3.5 that's on the end. So not that section. We're not touching that section. So here, here, and here, you are going to divide this in half at 15 centimeters. So measure your 15. You can use your trimmers, but please make sure that you stop at the 3.5 centimeter mark on your left-hand edge. All right, so 5, 10, 15, we are going to cut and cut straight through so that you have a booklet that looks like that. So remember, we are not cutting through your first section. This you can now ink front and back and all the pieces. So you can ink your seams, the top, the bottom, the sides, and all these edges as well. All right, I'm going to leave you for a few minutes to do that. Has anybody got questions? Please shout.
Yes, sorry, is it 15 from the bottom?
From the bottom or the top. Remember, we've cut this to 30, so it's
Okay.
basically just halfway, so 15 centimeters.
And you don't cut through that little strip?
Please do not cut through the first strip, yes. So you cut through the 3 panels, not the left-hand strip. And then again, if you wanted to make it smaller photos or to get a lot more photos, you could cut 10-10. Then you would have 3 of these pull-out sections that you can fit lots and lots of photos on. All right, so we're going to ink those. Hope you're all furiously inking, or like Sandy, just looking at me. Or Sandy.
I'm doing what it takes to transport the wrong way. I didn't bring chocolate, so that's it.
Doesn't matter, it'll just be the other way around. That's fine. If you've scored the opposite direction, don't panic. Remember, there's no mistakes. You just use the other side. Luckily, the other side is a pretty generic pattern. There's no right or wrong way around it. Try not to stick your ho-ho-hos upside down though, because that would look a bit odd.
Made nice wrapping paper.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okie doke. So, okay, and the back as well. Remember, we're going to see both sides of this. So while you're busy inking, let's do the back at the same time. Why don't you stick your flap in the opposite direction? So yours will be stuck here and will just pull out in the other one. No, do it like that. Then it will be, your flap goes under.
Yeah, sit down.
Okay, mine goes like that. It was on the cut sheet. There were a whole lot of hearts, different size in between the elements.
Look how far we improved.
Oh wow, see there's the little blue and the red heart. All right, how are we doing with the inking, girls? Everybody okay? I see Burma's still busy there and Shelley's still frozen in time. Okay, cool. We'll carry on inking for a few minutes.
She's done.
Oh, she's done. We know you're done, Mishi, always.
She told us to stop picking on her, so stop picking on her.
Okay.
Are you feeling like a nose?
All right, there we go. All done. I think, is everybody done with inking? All the girls here seem to have been done. Okay, so on here, you are going to, let me just show you how it looks. This is going to go onto your left-hand page. And if you have a look, this is your hinge.
Terminology, girl.
We will be sticking tape to the brown ho-ho-ho part, not to your stripe part. So adhere your tape to your ho-ho-ho, this 3.5 centimeter strip. Do not remove it yet. I just want to stick your red flap down first. But just put your tape on there for the moment. So remember, tape goes onto the ho-ho-ho part. I think yours might be the other way around.
From the bottom.
You wanted to make it personal.
All right, and then there we go. This flap that had your little house on and the 1 centimeter, you can now on the red side, you can put tape on your 1 centimeter red strip. Yeah, I just want to get them to know my teaching style before I terrorize them. All right, so you should have tape like that. So your ho-ho-ho has got it on the ho-ho-ho side, and then your little houses, you've got it on your 1 centimeter strip on the red side. Okay, there's your page. You can now just remove your liner and adhere that to the left. What I would suggest is just make sure it lines up with your house in case you've gone a bit skew, which I sometimes tend to do, so that you can, it opens up, but it still looks like one piece of paper. If you look quickly, you don't notice that it's got a slit. If you had ink here, then it would break the page. So that just gives you that little bit of an illusion of one sheet of paper.
Big words, not illusion.
Oh, I'm
Look at us go.
been practicing from my English teacher that's sitting opposite me.
Did you do English? She's just had to teach everything.
All right, now this one here with your ho-ho-ho, you can fold your pieces inwards like so. Remove your tape for me.
And then do we stick it equidistant? What did she say?
Yeah, something equidistant. All right, so now that sticky piece is going to go to the back like so.
And we have even left and right.
Even left and right, yeah. So you are now going to stick that. So basically that part there is going to get stuck to your page. So it's a little bit tricky. Okay, maybe with this it would be a good idea to do Sandy's zipper effect, so you don't stick yourself broken. And stick that to the left-hand side of your page, and you can flatten with your scoring tool. And close. There is your flatten. Voila, and you have your pull out to the left and pull out to the right. There we go.
Very clever, Michelle.
Thank you. And remember, as I said, if you want to add more, you just go 10, 10, 10, and you'll have 3 pull outs as opposed to 2.
Yeah, 2 weeks to go.
I have used on here, if you have a look, I've used the ho-ho-ho tag. More or less, it's like 3/4 of the way down, or 2/4 of the way down. And then here I've used the holly jolly and the little heart tag. And I've just stapled those onto the ends of these ones. Okay, I've just added, it's the season. Those you can add later. And then at the back here, I personally don't like getting people to cut their photo mats when they're busy with the layout in case your photo sizes are different. The measurements are on your notes. We'll see how far we get, but we're not going to do those for now, just in case you want to add.
And are they close to
3 long ones? There should be. I have put on the notes, but I will add to the group as well. I'll put a whole lot of close-ups on for you girls. All right, so you can staple or glue those tabs on for me. So it's holly jolly, the little heart, and then your ho-ho-ho. Remember just to ink them before you stick them down. Okay, the top one is about 6.5. It doesn't have to be exactly, more or less. And hope for the best. See, I missed. That's what happens when you estimate. Okay, that one I will fix later. Oh, there we go. Okay, now I've got 2 in a row here. Oh, okay, I will hide it. I will pluck a bloom.
like a Tim Holtz.
I do. I use the
Oh,
Tim
is it
Holtz
still-
one. Yeah.
Okay.
This one.
Oh, you've got
Ah.
it there.
It's
Okay.
out of
Out of
Staples.
Staples. You can actually get those ones.
Number
Everybody's.
25.
Yes, they're so
from
cheap.
Rexall.
Yeah. It's
They're
like
not
very
anymore.
cheap.
They're 60 Rand now.
Oh, serious.
They're expensive
I
now.
think I just destroyed my ho. Okay, there we go.
Bottle of rum.
Maybe stick it on, space it, and then staple it. At least you know they're in the right place. And I think I should cut some of my tapes. Otherwise, I think Sandy took them for herself. Sandy didn't want to cut tapes. No, I'm just using a different one. It's not the same as my sample. All right, there we go. Okay, so this side, when you need to finish it, I'm just going to put the original next to it like here so you can see. Right, I have used circles from the circle page. These I've just punched off the circle sheets. It's got the, let me just find it for you quickly. Right, I just love the little gingerbread house. It's so cute. And I've used this little heart over here. You can punch those out and put them on now if you want to. And then I've just, as I said, I've just put a photo mat, but do not feel committed to that photo mat yet, because you can still change sizes. So maybe you want to put 2 smaller ones or a bigger one. It's totally up to you. Right, the circles you can put on there if you want. Can I use your punch?
Punches or staples?
Punch.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so again, as we've been punching, remember, get your punches from your local scrapbook shop.
If you buy Celebrate monthly, you really should have these punches.
Yeah, it should be part and parcel.
Santa should bring you some.
Quick tip, if you have a small piece of paper and you can't get it into your punch, like I'm trying to struggle myself to death here, just use a post-it note at the bottom, gives you a bit more leverage, and then you can actually move it around.
Just that's a brilliant. Well done.
Okay, so sometimes you've only got a small little piece of paper that you need to punch. So now at least you can move it without me. Okay, there we go. And we can punch that one out. That'll go onto the top corner. And remember, please do not stick anything over your seam, because it's just going to make your book harder to open. And I have used the heart. So the heart is just one of the small ones from the bottom.
I love the circles.
They are gorgeous. All right, again, ink and stick. And then I think for the moment, that is your left-hand page done. See, quick and easy. You can all scrap a page in an hour. Are we done, Dennis?
Yeah, for those ladies who do want to copy exactly, what was the size of your photo mat?
These ones that I just try and stick to selfie sizes. So this is 8 by 12. Yeah.
And the 2
It's
inside.
an 8 by 12, and these are 7.5 by 12. Yeah, just a little bit smaller. This red paper is actually the backing sheet behind, remember, your first page. So I know some people hate cutting and wasting this beautiful. So also, again, if you wanted to, you could use cardstock. But I love this red, so I use that. But if you really don't want to lose this beautiful piece of paper, then cut your photo mats out of cardstock as well. So I'm giving you an option so that you can do another layout. At Celebr8, do create their pages so that you can use it as cardstock and you know that it matches exactly. All right, there we go. And again, what I also do is I teach like Laura. I love doing a white pen around my photo mats. I go freehand, and then what I love doing is a squiggle. So I squiggle in between all my lines. I really don't. Okay, so I just do that. A line and then a little squiggle and a back and forth and then a squiggle.
Use a black pen.
Okay, so it's a line. Just go back and forth on itself and then almost like a broken stitch. All right, there we go. So something to that effect. Oh, okay, there we go. Let me see. Trying to get it to focus. I'm sorry.
Michelle, we'll take a photo.
We'll
for the
take a
group.
photo. There we go. Dennis will take a quick photo for you if you want to see. You like it? Fabulous. All right, so are you ready to tackle the right-hand page or do you want to have a 5-minute coffee break quickly?
Toilet break.
Okay.
You want me to toilet?
Let's leave it up to Burma.
Burma, do you want a 5-minute coffee break and then we'll tackle the next page?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Thank
Okay.
you, Burma.
We are.
We're having coffee.
We love you, Mama.
All right. Please remember just to get a scrap of paper so we can just do a test run of the 3D cutout sheets. Just to make your life easier. And you can use, yeah, you can use a sheet of scrap of paper. You can use a sheet of scrap of paper. You can see the measurements are quite intense, but they're really, really easy. It looks more difficult than it is. So just an old scrap piece of scrapbook paper that you've got, okay? Or a forward work too.
Given us a false sense of
Security here.
No, I promise
Really easy
you.
page.
Now we start.
That's why I said she's evil. She waits till the last, just like you did.
But that's why you need to take a tea break. Go and get your Biral. Go take your stress tablets. Go have your gin and tonic. Whatever you need to get you through the next half an hour. But this is actually really easy.
Very ethical.
Miss, just open the flap of the inside. I just want to see the very left-hand side of the flap.
This one. Or the
Oh,
other
is it- yeah. Oh, it's just red.
one. Okay, yes. So what I've done, that's the what I've just made. That's the
Oh, the real
original.
one. Yeah.
Okay, so that one over there. So it's 8 by 12, I think we said. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
8
that one.
Yeah. And if we open it up, I've just used one of the quotes.
Okay.
And I've left space. You can just stick your photos. These I've left blank, so you can just put photos on.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to see on the red. I wasn't sure if there was anything else on that
Okay.
red.
And then at the
Thanks.
bottom is 2 extra mats.
Why didn't
Yeah.
I cut it? No,
Thank you.
Fantastic. Pleasure.
but we still so crap anyway.
I know.
so I could have cut.
Any other questions, girls? Are you all coping?
What do you make?
Can we use that other piece of pink cardstock? Or do we need the other side for something else?
The actual red cardstock.
All is bright. You're to use it for our matting. Do we need
Yes,
to
all-
use that?
No, all is bright. You can use with pleasure.
Oh, so we
That's
don't
what
need
I've
to use
used.
that extra sheet.
No, I have
Thank you.
used. I've used the other one, not that one. See that I did use that for photo mats.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Are you also still cutting?
I only started when I said.
Me too. I think I cut that the charcoal. You know the banners that
I hadn't
I
even
cut.
cut that. No, because I'm not concentrating on making ellipses.
I think. I cut my piece of paper upside down.
I didn't quite do that.
But you see, I use my trimmer upside down. Guys, we have to go for a walk tonight. My feet are so swollen. Because all we do is sitting.
I'm happy with
I
that.
think you should sit with your feet above your head.
Yeah, I'd love to.
We'll throw in the water.
My left ankle. Like, look.
This weather was weird because this morning it was cold outside. But
And
it's
it
now
was very
so
hot here and we weren't allowed to open the door. You guys had the fan on.
You guys, anybody want cold water? So you can fill up your bottle. After this year, but it's probably warm. It'll be cold here.
Thanks, Martin. Can I ask you to take my coffee cup?
Of course.
Or just, but don't take it away. I'll use it again. Well, I mean, you've got to wash this. I refuse to wash right now. Cutting. Cutting
not
up
mine,
my
Is that a trick I've been using machine to cut the inside of these little, like your head, little.
You have
I'll
to
just
use
use
a
a
craft
craft
knife.
I know, but it's not. It doesn't give a nice edge.
No,
The
mate.
trick
Well,
is
then
to
your
cut
sharp
them
knife
before you cut
isn't-
the outside.
But then your craft knife isn't sharp enough, mate.
I know that.
Your craft knife sharp, it cuts smooth.
Know that I have issues.
Well, imagine the paper piercing in a thigh.
Exactly. I didn't have time to have those.
You cannot be cold air and.
I know.
Or cooking. Yeah, so you don't look at it, because it's so hot now. This morning it was cold. Yeah, all 4 seasons in one day, but I did warn everyone. But you don't know what weather you're going to have.
Online.
Vilma, are you online?
I'm sure she's dosing, lying on the couch dosing. Wake up.
Very quiet.
Ah,
I know.
Just
The
bring us up
papers
a
reading.
here's Jim on her outside the bedroom. And if they've been upstairs and had dinner, oh, so lucky, you must go. I love it. And then you overlook the sea. Oh, so lovely. Yeah, I'm going with big chip.
I'll never be that big, unfortunately. I've still got something.
It's cold. Thank you so much.
Not that much, but it's actually okay.
Yes. Are your Marion Bright little chippies, are they done with Versa or with ink?
Yes,
Alcohol?
I used Versa Magic, the red brick.
Okay.
I just inked them and let them dry and put them on. I do want to actually gloss them later and put some glitter. I just ran out of time, I must be honest.
Yeah,
I think
now of course I'll get a bit of glitter.
Yeah. I think if you gloss them and glitter them, it will look stunning.
Yeah, no, we'll do.
That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, it's just warm. It's new. She'll be so cold. She'll be the size of Caleb. I could wear flip flops. Yeah, fishing.
Okay, so that page is that one. I need that one, that one, that one.
Love this.
And I need
What are we gonna do next month now? Because now we're gonna be all like, oh, boring. Yeah, I think Dennis must quickly design another range.
Just very quickly.
Chip chop.
But they are really, really ignoring us.
Well, it was terrible. It was a very sweet reason.
Yes.
I think these schools have actually had an unbelievable routine of paper and layout. Incredible.
We're going to have another weekend in all the second.
Yeah.
It's a celebrate month, not a weekend. There's so much to do. They're going to take a month to
I think
finish.
they're gonna be stuck until the end of the year.
Yeah,
With your PhD thing this weekend, and just all right.
exactly. And I can also finish all the other projects. How you ladies doing? Almost ready to carry on? Okay, Burma's not in her head. So I assume
Burma's
almost ready. You all had your coffee or your gin and tonic?
Burma's moved sideways. Now we've got Colleen. In the
Yeah,
front.
Colleen, you've now taken center stage.
How that happened.
You're in the front. You're going to be our runner now. Burma's moved up. Sorry, Burma.
Marker.
It's amazing how it moves people around. Burma was our hoofmeister. She's been demoted. Now she's just a prefect.
Yeah, she's still a prefect. Still
Yeah,
on
you're
the home
still a
screen.
prefect. Yeah, you're still on the screen. Under hoofmeister, yeah. We still have you. Mr. Schaffen, Mr. You're awesome, Mr.
Just give us a thumbs up on WhatsApp if you're ready to go. We've had 2, but that's it. Yeah, okay, lots and lots and lots coming.
All right, so let's get started with the main event. All right, I did ask you all just to get a scrap of paper, just a normal craft. This we're just going to do a practice round. I would hate for you to mess up your paper and then you're upset because you can't finish your page. All right, so we're going to go slowly, and I promise you it really is not difficult. Okay, so your paper that you are going to use is going to be this one, the ho, 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 that we're going to be cutting, and the stripe. What I would like you to do is on your scrap piece of paper is just grab a Koki or a pen, and you are going to write front on the bottom for me, and then back on the top. And this we would be working would be your stripe side. So that when we do this page, it makes sense to you what we're going to be cutting. So just do some stripes so that you know when we do this one that we have got, because we're not going to be writing on here, obviously.
Please make your stripes go the right way.
Oh. Happy. All right. So first thing, have you all got that done? You okay with that? Okay, so first thing we are going to do is we are going to take our paper and I'm just going to get this right first. Okay, so we are going to fold it in half that your front faces you, that your stripes would be in front of you. Okay. You are going to need a ruler and a scissor for this. Okay. So while your front and your stripes is facing you, you are going to measure from the left-hand side. We are going to go to more or less 2 centimeters. We're not cutting anything yet, okay?
2 centimeters.
2 centimeters, draw a line going down. 1 centimeter from the edge and 2 centimeters down, sorry. So 1 centimeter from the edge. So it's going to be more or less a 2 centimeter line. We're then going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks, and that's going to be another 2.
Sorry, Michelle, can you just give the distance in?
So from here is 1 centimeter, and these are 2 centimeters going down, and that here is 6.
6 centimeters.
That's it, yes. If you all look at your notes on page 4, it's exact. I've given you a step-by-step photo collage of every single step. Okay, you can now just, in your hands, you just take your scissor and you are going to cut along those 2 lines for me. All right, so cut in there and cut in there, that they are loose. Okay. Once that is done, we are going to do the next one. This one, this is a 2 by 6, so it was 2 going down and 6 across. Your next one, also giving a centimeter gap, is 3 by 7. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and about 3 centimeters. Doesn't have to be exact, but more or less. So that's 7, and this is 3, and that was 2. Okay, I hope that makes sense, girls. And again, you're going to take your scissor and you are going to cut those strips for me. Does that make sense to everybody? Anybody got a problem?
Easy. That one.
Easy like a Sunday
Firma, you
afternoon.
okay?
No, I'm not sure what was it. Was 1 and then there was 6
Okay.
and then
Each one is going to have a centimeter in between. So this was a 1 centimeter gap. Then we drew a 2 centimeter line going down.
yeah,
Measured 6 across.
yes,
And then another 2 centimeter line going down.
right,
And that you cut.
okay,
Those 2 lines, okay? Then we give it another 1 centimeter gap.
yes,
This line is now 3 centimeters deep.
okay,
7 across.
okay,
And 3 down. And then that you're going to cut as well. So it looks like that. So you've got a piece here and you've got a piece here.
okay.
Michelle,
Yes.
on your notes, the 7 centimeters, you've got 4 centimeters down.
Oh, sorry. It's actually what it can be 4 or 3. It doesn't really matter. It's just going to be to give you those different steps. Sorry, my eyes aren't so good. So it's, but yeah, 4 or 3. You can go, if you want to go deeper, then go 4. All right. Are we ready for the next one?
No, wait. Oh, sorry. Me unmute.
Okay. The next one, again, we're going to give a centimeter gap, and that's going to be a 6 by 3. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so maybe this one should be a 4. I'm sorry about that. That was my bad. Just go an extra 1 on that one. Okay, so this will be a 6, and then it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and we're going to stop that one at 3.
Thank you. This one.
And you're going to cut that one as well with your scissor. Sure it's loose. Okay, you ready for the next one? Are you still busy?
Give us 30 seconds.
Okay. All right, next one.
Bottom is not completely gone, so I don't know.
Okay, that's fine.
So it's
All right, so our last one we're going to do here again, we're going to give a centimeter gap. And this one is going to be 6 by 2. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that will be 6 there and 2 deep. If anybody has questions, please feel free to ask. But please, if you do have your notes printed, refer to page 4. I have given step-by-step pictures just to guide you in case I'm not making sense. Okay, and that one you're going to cut as well. So we're going to cut that at 6 by 2. Okay, everybody cut? Are we looking? All right, what you're going to do with this now is where we have cut them, just take your scoring tool and just go hard over it. from corner to corner, just on the ends of each of these flaps, just to make sure that you've got a nice crease on each one. This one a bit wider. Remember your 7, just cut it a bit wider to 4. Okay, just on the one side is fine. All right, so if you look at it like that, now you've got a nice folded crease on it. Okay, this is where the fun part happens now. I'll use Teresa as a guide. She looks like she's hectically working. All righty. You up to speed, Teresa?
Teresa Lumley, yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm a little confused, sorry. When
Yes.
you measured your 6, did you
Yes.
start?
It's
now?
1 centimeter from the edge.
So in count.
So this should be 1, then 6, 1, 7, 1, 6, 1, 6, and you should be left with more or less 1.
To be a little bit more.
A little
left
bit
with
more.
that much at the end.
It's fine. It's just a little bit left. There'll be a little bit more than 1.
No, I've got like
Okay, how many of these do you have? You should have a 6, a 7, a 6, and a 6.
6,
yeah,
7.
so what
And I've got-
I'm battling with, am I measuring? Okay, so I've done my 1 centimeter.
Yes.
Then do I
then it's-
take my ruler where it starts the 0
No,
and
from,
move it along?
no, you
then
start
make-
from 1.
I start from 1.
Yes, so here you're going to start from where you cut. So 1 is your line. 1, draw a line. From that line, you're going to measure 6. So this block is 6 centimeters wide.
Okay.
Okay. I think I'm just worried that I've got so much left over on the end.
You might have just cut yours a bit smaller. So just remember that that over there is your 1 is your marker, and then you're going to go 6. So this flap should be 6 centimeters wide. So if you have a look, that is 6 wide.
Teresa, how long is your piece of paper?
It's a 30.5.
Then you've definitely, something's not right on your.
Because this should fit in.
Yeah, Michelle, just show me how you did that with your ruler, because I think I
Right.
have done it incorrectly. Yes, you see,
Okay.
I started at the 1, so I should have measured to the 7. Yes, that's what I did incorrectly.
Okay, you'll just
Okay.
get the technique now. When we do it correctly just now, then just remember to change it around, okay?
Okay, excellent. Thank
Okay.
you.
Pleasure. All right, so now that you've done that, what you're going to do is you're going to pop these, open it up, and pop your folds inwards. So not your 1 centimeter pieces, just the ones, the big ones, the 6s and the 7s. Okay, so pop those inwards. And pop that inwards. Make sure your 1s are still the correct way around. And make sure you give it a good flat line. Okay, so it will look like that. And on the inside, you are going to have your pop out blocks. Everybody's look like that. See, it's really quick and easy. It's just small measurements. So remember, you are going to, so that's your big piece. That's literally going to get popped inwards. So you're going to take it like that and pop it in. Remember, we've scored along that line. So if your line was scored, it'll give you a nice pop in, which will give you your step. I think you all deserve naughty badges.
I think Michelle deserves not even. She thought this up in her head.
Okay. Are you ladies all right? Does that make sense? Perfect. How are you looking with yours? Can I help you with yours?
The wrong way.
Okay. So if you look at it, you'll have the front and the front with your stripes.
See, my pop-ups were so much easier.
No, they won't. This is really, really easy. All right, ladies, are you all okay? Everybody all right with this? Put some pictures on WhatsApp and show us how far you are, that you're all right. Dennis will tell you if you're on the right track or if you need help. That's why I just wanted to do a sample piece so that you don't mess up your original, just to give you an idea of how easy it is.
Michelle Nietlings is perfect.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Everybody.
Is everybody else okay?
Yeah, the eyes got it.
Awesome. Okay, can we do the next step, girls? Yes. This has got 3 layers, so we're going to make a few more blocks on the top and some at the bottom. All right, so we're going to close it now while our holes are, our little pieces are punched in. Keep it like this in front of you. I want this front to be with you all the time. Okay, and what we're going to do now, I have given measurements, doesn't have to be exactly, okay. So this is block 1, block 2, block 3, and block 4. On block 2, we are going to go 3 centimeters wide and 2 deep. So again, this doesn't have to be exactly, it's just to give you layers. All right, so we are going to go 2 deep. So from here, I'm just going to line it up about 1 centimeter in. So 2 centimeters. So there's 1, 2, and we are going to go 3 wide. So there and there. That is 3 wide and 2 centimeters deep. Don't do anything with it yet, just draw the picture for now. So it's 3 wide and 2 down. All right. Then these 2 are exactly the same. They're just going to be very shallow little ones. So these are going to be 4 centimeters wide and 1 centimeter down. So I'm not measuring 100% here, but it is more or less. So it looks like that. 1 down, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 1 down and 4 across. That should be a dash. All right, so that's what we're looking for. So on the first one, 3 across, 2 down. Here it's 1 down and it is 4 and 4. So it's 4 and that's 4. Don't worry about those now. We finished with those. Okay, so that one is 3 across, 2 down, and that's 4 across, 1 down, 4 across, and 1 down.
Michelle, is it in the center of that block?
It doesn't have to be. You know what? Go work on 1 centimeter from this very edge, from the cut edge. Work on 1 centimeter more or less.
Then it will be center.
Yeah, then it will be more or less center. So work on 1 centimeter as your guide. So from that very edge there, measure 1 centimeter and then 1 down and 4 across.
The first one is 3 across, is that right?
First one, 3 across and 2 down.
Okay.
You will see now when you turn it like this that you've got 2 folds here. We are cutting through these ones in the front here now. Okay, so taking your scissor, you are going to cut. I'm just going to show you. So you're only cutting through. Please do not cut the back. This is the front layer that we're cutting. So where you've drawn your lines now. Okay, so just cut down, not across, just down. And okay, there we go. So you've got those 3 cuts there now.
Is that 1 centimeter at the top, 1 down and 4 across?
Correct, yes.
Thank you.
All right, and again, you're going to just take your scoring tool just to neaten it up, give you a decent edge. And you can just go across the edge of them. The scoring does help you to give you a nice neat edge. And then just flatten it with your tool. Make sure it's nice and neat. Mine's not neat, but just please make sure yours is. Remember, this is your sample. You can focus more on your next
just cut
one.
and stick on this one.
Yeah, can't we just use this one?
Sandra. Sandra. You're gonna pull one of
Have you
those.
noticed how quiet Laura is? She's going to choose.
All right, and then these now. Remember, we were only working on the top layer.
layer.
We are going to pop them in as well. So that one gets popped in, that one gets popped in, and that one gets popped in. And if we open it, voila, look, there now we've got an extra step. So you see, it's really not difficult. It's a little bit tricky. You just need to do a few measurements, and they do not have to be perfect. This is just to give you your layers. You can do any measurements you like. Just remember, the thicker you go in, the further forward it goes, and to do your layers. Is anybody finding it really hard, or is it okay? Is everybody all right?
It's okay.
It's not that hard. It's really not.
It looks more complicated than it is.
Yes, it actually looks very impressive. Your family's going to think you're a genius. So you can make some Christmas cards like this. They'll think you are like really clever. Okay, is everybody up to speed? Must I wait a little bit? We are going to do this all again with your real paper. So
Maybe let's just give it a minute.
okay, I'm going to give you a minute.
Michelle, can you see it on your actual layout, what it looks like?
Of course. Here we go. Hold a second. If I can find my layout, you can. Here we go. So this is what it's going to look like. It's going to go from that to that. So if you look, there are all your different stack layers.
Wow, that's awesome.
See, so
Very
it gives
cool.
you this whole 3D little
Santa's
village
village.
with all your layers. So when you stick your goodies on here, we're going to go from the back layer. You're going to be sticking goodies onto the back layer, first layer, second layer, and so you're going to be adding until you have a full little 3D village.
Sure.
See, you're all going to make this. You're all going to be very, very clever and your family's going to think you're geniuses. Okay, so you ready for the next step?
Oh, jeez.
Actually, you get those little things in cards sometimes as you open it, plays. You need something that
Makes
as it
music,
opens,
yeah.
jingle bells.
All right, so now you're all going to go to your China mall and you're going to go and buy those twinkle lights with the batteries, and you're going to put it in, and when they open the card, it's going to go bling. Or you're going to put lots of bling on it, so when they open it up, they're blinded. Either or, whatever goes. Okay. All right, how are we looking, girls? Can we do the bottom layer quickly? Have you all done those? Have you all got your little mountain so far? All right, so we're going to close this again. So it's going to look exceptionally messy. And remember, this is the front. We are now going to turn it over and we're going to work on the back.
Are you kidding?
Still on the scrap piece.
Yeah, this is still the scrap piece. So we're going to turn it over and we're going to work on the back.
I think the village would look lovely with the craft.
Oh my goodness. All right, how are we doing? How's my teachers doing?
Yeah, we just in the sauna here.
Oh.
Can I sit in my brown panty? That was a resounding
Sorry,
no.
girls, the teachers are having a breakdown here.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so here again we have got block A, block 1, block 2, block 3, and block 4. So we are going to start off. We're not going to do anything on the first block. The second block, it's going to be a 4 centimeter wide by 1 centimeter.
Again.
Yes.
On the other side now.
So it's going to be a 4 centimeter by 1 centimeter. Okay, so that's a 4. So it's 4 by 1.
I don't think I'm humanly possible to do this again.
And again, you're just going to cut through that layer, not the rest, just that one.
I'm a bit remedial. I'll help you. I'll whip out my remedial diploma and help. I think you'll just make mine for me. Is that? Your Volno would do that for me.
Okay, if you are following the notes, we are on page 6 on the second block.
You guys need to calm down. The ladies are saying it's the wine out.
I wish.
We actually all drinking
I
water.
think they all need one. It's the margaritas from last night kicking in. All right, are you ready for the next block?
No.
Not yet?
I am joking. Yes.
Everybody okay?
I
All right.
understand the principle.
Yeah, the principle is quite easy. It's exactly the same thing.
Mm.
So now your next block, this one is going to be 4 by 1.5. So it's a little bit wider. So it's also 4, but it's 1.5. So just go a little bit deeper with this one, okay? And again, we're only going to cut through that layer, not through the back layer. Okay, and our last block is a 4 by 1. So again, from the corner, we're measuring 1, and then that's 4 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that one done. And you can just cut that little piece. Okay, so it's a 4 by 1, a 4 by 1.5, and then just a 4 by 1. They're quick and easy, those ones. All right, and then again, just neaten up your score lines so that you've got a nice neat edge on it. Flatten it and pop it. And that is it. Until we stick all our goodies on. Sorry. It really is easy. This is not hard.
Well, I want to know how you thought this out on your own.
Oh, this is everything is on the internet. If you look hard enough. So nobody. There we go. So now we have a block on the top and we have a block on the bottom. This gives you all your layers. So that when you stick your goodies, you have all the various layers on your.
I feel like we need to clap for you, right?
Thank you.
I feel like we need to clap for all of us.
Yay! How are we looking, girls? Are you all okay?
No, they're deathly silent.
I can see that.
No, they actually, nobody's asking questions.
Because they've all chucked in a towel.
Getting thumbs up. No, they sent thumbs up. They sent images.
Oh, fantastic. Well done, girls. I'm very proud of you. I've been terrified of trying to teach this to you, so I'm hoping you'll get it right. How's yours looking, Erin? That's perfect. Look how nice and neat yours is. Wow. And she even done an extra one on the left. Good for you.
Overachieving.
And yours,
Well,
Julie?
actually, this is copying Laura. So.
That's perfect. Lovely. All right, now the hard part. Now we have to do this for real.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I think I'm over it. I'm gonna be real. I think I'm done.
Just show the village again because
If
that
you-
should inspire you.
Yeah, come. Have a look, Laura. Have a look. Have a look at the beautiful
How
village.
awesome is
Laura, look. Be
I'll
mesmerized.
buy that one from you. How much are you selling it?
I'm not. It is priceless.
Okay.
Okay, so now you guys have got a basic understanding of what we need to do. Are you ready to tackle it for real life?
Yes.
Okay, so for reals.
Stand. If I don't, it's me gonna say, let me pop it on there. I've got a finger.
Okay, so the paper that we are going to use is the stripe with the ho ho ho. Please, with this, we need to make sure that the ho 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 is the right way around. Otherwise, your whole book is going to be upside down. So make sure your barcode is at the bottom and you are going to flip it over And then from the top, you're going to measure 27 and cut it off. Yeah.
Sorry, do that once more.
Okay, so make sure your writing is the right way around. Flip it over. And then from the top, we cut in 27.
Shall we go?
Yeah.
Can we just take some nice photos of this?
Yeah, sure.
Because your notes are small. I reckon this thing with some clear photos would be
But I
awesome.
don't have a stylus. So you said it is going to with a stylus.
Can you spread mine?
There you go. It's getting- No, but I mean. This one hasn't been folded. But I'm saying, I'm not folding it. But we only scored at the bottom. Close it down, so that's when you can do it. Okay, I'm going to remove it. I told you see 50G and I planted in C3. So she's done it back to front. No, it's not.
All right, so this here is now, you can trim off 1/2 centimeter off the right hand edge so that it's 30 wide. Okay, it just helps it fit better into your page. What I've done as well, just to show you, is I know a lot of girls don't like taking things out of their albums. So what I've done was I made sure that these 2 flaps go under your plastic. So this over here slides into your plastic and that actually slides over. So nobody has to pull this page out. So that lifts and that lifts outside of your actual page protector. So hopefully that makes you want to do it more. Because I know some people don't like it if people touch their pages. Okay, so here is your ho 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 sheet. What I would like you to do is from the top, fold it over so that we've got our stripes in front of us and just flatten it. Make sure it's nice and even, please. Remember, we're working for reals now.
I'm quite lucky with lots more paper with this kind.
Michelle, I'm making this comment, your problem. Alison, I showed her this photo. She says, what's the size, please?
Alison, you're killing me, girlfriend. Various. Take your pick. 27 by 30. Yeah.
By 50.
By 30. All right, that's it, just. All right, if you have a post-it note or a pencil, please remember, so it opens like this. There's your ho, ho, ho on the inside. It faces you. Fold it over, just to please, you need to keep track of your front and your back. So that is your front. So there's your ho, ho, ho inside.
Yeah.
Fold it towards you in half. This is your front that we're going to work with.
Please, can I have a post-it?
You got it.
No, those ones. Can I have one of mine?
Yeah, there's a whole lot there.
No, just one.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so please make sure there's your paper, fold it over, put your little sticker that says front. And now we are going to start. You can use your pencil and ruler, and you are going to start with your measurements. So remember, I'm going to use a white pen for this, but you guys can use, I don't have a pencil. If I have a pencil, I could use that.
You do your pencil back.
This is Missy's.
Thank you.
I'm Missy.
All right, so looking at page 4, if you do have your notes, the measurements are on here. Okay, the teachers have to struggle because they don't have notes. All right,
That's
so we
probably why
are going to, so we're going to start 1 centimeter off the edge. And our very first measurement again is 2 going down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 going down there. Okay, and you can, where that joins. Okay, that is going to be your score line. We're going to cut one at a time. So there we can cut. I'm not going to write on this paper because this is now the real one. Okay, I'm going to just do it on Post-its for you. So that one is 6 by 2. Okay, and remember it's folded like that. Okay.
ashes.
Oh,
So some of them are
wow.
healing.
There we go. Well done, girls. I'm very proud of you. Well done, Natasha.
Yeah. Oh, good job.
Okay, next one we're going to do. Remember to give a centimeter gap in between all of them. It's a 7 by 4. So here we are going to measure 1, 2, 3, 4 going down. Oh, I'm just using my ruler now, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 across, and 4 going down. All right, and we are going to score that.
Are you scoring? Are you cutting even?
Yeah, I'm just cutting at the same time now. So you can do a pencil line and then do it with a scissor, or if you've got a craft knife, you can just cut.
Front and back.
You know what? I score the front, but if while it's up, because you can score it, lift it, and then take your stylus and just crease the back. It gives you a nice crease. Okay. It's a bit difficult when you get to your second layers, but this one, the first layer works well. Okay, so that was a 7 by 4.
Must we cut both sides 4? 7
yes,
in between, and
yes,
then
correct.
both sides 4.
Correct, yes, that you got a straight line.
Okay.
Okay, so you all understand the basic concept of the fold and tuck.
I know tuck and roll.
Drop and roll.
Tuck is good also. Then you don't hurt yourself.
Okay.
When you get older, tuck and roll.
Our next one is going to be a 6 by 3. So remember, leave your 1 centimeter space. And we are going 3 centimeters down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 across. And 3 centimeters down.
I'm not even marking you.
All right, and score it at the top along the edge. Lift it. Okay, if you cut through properly. And then I'll just use my stylus at the bottom as well if you want to. Just helps you get a nice crease at the back. Okay, so that one was 6 by 3.
Yeah, so she's saying, can you please leave? Have we done the last one? No.
No, not yet. Okay, you'll see with mine, I measured wrong, so that I've actually measured a 6. It's not a 7, but it should be a 7, a bit longer. There's no right or wrong. You can just make the far one longer. This is just to give you your steps to add your stuff to. So there is no right or wrong. If you go a little bit short or long, just don't cut a big chaps out of your page. You just want to have those steps. All right, last one is your 6 by 2. So here again, we're just going to go 2 centimeters down and then 6 across. The only thing, the difference between mine and Sandy's is that with mine, you have to have an extra piece of paper because you obviously need to hide all the background folds and flaps and stuff. Whereas with Sandy's, you can just use 1 piece of paper and all the mechanism is in the middle. It's the same principle, yes.
That one?
This one is 6 centimeters by 2. So 6 by 2. Okay. There. We're going to take a photo there, for those that haven't. Yeah, so I thought I'd rather use it. Yeah, I hope that makes sense to all you girls. Keep your front sticker on, don't remove that, whatever you do. I'll take these off and pop.
Yeah, we've taken a photo. So
okay, you've sent a photo on WhatsApp. Okay, so these now we're going to pop them inwards. Remember, your ones stay to the back and your big ones go to the front. And fold neatly down. and crease it so that it's nice and flat. Here we go, layer 1 is done. It will be a little bit wonky, but you are going to stick it into another piece of paper now. I'll show you how. You'll be happy to know I did not ink any of these little inside folds.
Small messes.
All right, so you ready for layer number 2?
No,
Not yet.
I mean, I am. I'm just not ready. I'm gonna do some more stuff.
Okay, so we're still busy with our fronts, and we're going to do layer number 2 now. So layer number 2, we're going to work on our second block, and that is going to be 3 by 2. So that means it's 3 centimeters. Oh, okay, this one I can't cut through with my craft knife because I will cut through the whole page. I need a pencil. Okay, so we are going to measure your 1 in again, and we are going 2 down and 3 across.
Oh, so it's shorter.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so this one is much shorter. So it's 2 down and 3 across. And remember, we are cutting through that top layer only. Okay.
Sorry, just repeat that quickly.
Okay, so it's 3 centimeters wide and 2 down.
The second one.
That's it, yes. We're not doing anything on the first one. So you measure 1 and then 3 down, 3 across, and then 2 centimeters in height. I mean, down.
Only cut the one side.
Correct, yes. So we're still busy on the front, okay? All right, and we are going to score it at 2 centimeters. If I can just find my measurement here. Okay, 2 takes to about there. You are going to score it, and remember this is our front layer, so I'm just going to score at the back of that. So that gives me my first flap. My flap looks like that. Okay, so I've only cut through that first layer. All right, then the second one, this one and that one, the third and the fourth, they are 4 centimeters wide and 1 centimeter deep.
From where? The one.
1 centimeter from the edge. All of them work 1 centimeter from the edge, yes. So it's 1 down and 4 across. Okay, 1 down and 4 across, and we can draw a line. Remember, you will not see the back of this, so you can scribble on here with a pencil. And that one as well, so it's 1 and 4. There and 4. So it's going to look like that. So these ones, I'm going to arch it for you. And again, you're going to score it and you're going to cut it. These I'm just going to cut with my scissor because I do not want to cut through all the layers. Remember, you're only cutting through the front layer now.
The fourth one?
Also 4 by 1. So the first one is 3 by 2, and then the last 2 are 4 by 1. This gives you a nice flat in it. The secret with this as well is to make sure you've got nice flat creases. Okay, so make sure. And then we're going to pop. Pop that one, and pop that one, and pop that one. Yeah, so it looks like that now. And if you open it up, you have that extra step. So you'll see you've only got a step there, you've got a step there, and you've got an extra step over there. Cool. Are you all ready for the back, or are you still busy?
That's a photo with the tabs.
Okay, dokes. Any thumbs up? So you guys okay? Can we carry on?
There's, oh wait, got a no from Bev.
Okay, Bev, I'll wait. Not a problem.
You obviously do these all the time. No, just do it now for the first time. But you haven't got to that step. I followed my
Juliet's becoming the what do you call it? The birthday.
accent, next time. How come you got treats?
Oh wow! Aren't you getting spoiled? He's got a thing for blondes. Some teachers are getting spoiled here with fresh strawberries from Dennis's garden. Ha! Okay, oh shucks! I just went and threw my fronts away. Sorry. Do not throw your fronts away. Okay, so that was your front. Now we're going to do the back, and then we are done. Quick and easy.
Oh, so quick and easy.
Wow.
So on the WhatsApp group, like people are showing they've done already, both sides.
Oh, well done.
If you teach
We
us-
don't have notes.
if you stop talking and just do it.
Okay,
Rude.
so the back, we're going to quickly do the back, and then for those of you that are finished, you can start putting your little houses on. That entire page of fussy cutting, you can start layering.
We were told that to follow the teacher.
Yes.
Yes,
We
they
actually
do.
Yeah,
Okay.
but we didn't say slow down the teacher.
Where she is.
All right, so what we're going to do now again, we're going to leave block 1. The second block is 4 by 1. So again, we're going to measure in at 1 centimeter, and we're going to go 1 centimeter down, inches, and 4 centimeters, 1 centimeter across. All right, we are going to score that. All right. Okay, so that's your first block.
Have you noticed, Michelle? Burma's back in the corner again.
Oh, Boma, you heard Macy again. Did you get
All is
promoted?
right.
You were well behaved. They pushed you up to Hoof Macy again. All right, and then the second one is 4 by 1.5. I'm getting spoiled with strawberries. Thank you, my sweetie. Look at these beautiful strawberries from Dennis's garden. He's so proud of his garden. So he's going to start his own. Not today, but Dennis strawberries. Oh, Dennis got a baby strawberry. That's so cute.
Check on market.
Whoa! Wait, hold on. All right, so we
You're
got.
not supposed to tell them that.
So next one was 4 by 1.5. All right, so we're going to score that one. We are almost done. And last one is another 4 by 1. Remember, these measurements are just estimates. You can just literally fold your paper and cut.
Wing it.
Wing it and see what you get. You never know what you might surprise yourself. Obviously, as teachers, we have to give you measurements, otherwise you would be totally confused. But seriously, these are just guesstimates. All right, that's another 4 by 1. So if you have a look. So it's 4 by 1, 4 by 1.5, and 4 by 1. This is the back of your page. Okay, guys, you're going to cut it and score it like I showed you just now. And I'm sure by now you're all tired of flaps. I'll be happy to hear that's the last one you have to do. I mean, of these little folds. And let's pop them in. Hello, baby. Got visitors of all the animals. The office manager has come to check up on us.
So it's like, can you hurry up now?
Yeah.
We said 4:30. Can you please be done? On my office back. I agree. Teachers used to do this afternoon.
What have I done here? So I've missed mine. Actually. Just go in there.
Yeah, I don't think that much.
It does help if you actually cut your papers.
It does.
Generally. What have I done? I've done something here. I don't know what I've done.
Easy, hey?
Yeah, even the teacher messes up.
I'll say nothing.
There we go. Okay, now it's working. Stick it until it works. All right.
When does it become fun?
Now. Okay, so if you go back to your front and you pop it open, now your words are the correct way around and your little elements are all there. Okay, so what we're going to do with that is you are going to stick that onto, are we actually going to decorate it first and then we can stick it down? How does that sound?
Amazing. I
Okay.
need a little bit of.
But before you do that, we are going to
Magic
put tape on here. I used red tape, but you can use any tape. Please remember, do not cover your working mechanism.
Is this
So,
the front now?
This is on both sides. You are literally just going to go around it. Do not go into any of these folds or creases that you have cut. You can go close to them, but do not go on top of them. So just like that is more than enough. Okay, so something like that, just to make sure that your pieces are stuck down, and you're going to repeat the same on the back of your page, or the front, to the side you've done first. How much time do we have doing this?
Oh, 40, over
30,
40
39 minutes.
Fantastic. Okay. What I want to do is I want to actually just assemble the back of the page, and then we can spend the rest of the class. I'll show you how to decorate this one. Just want you to get your other 2 layers on. Let's just put this tape on first.
Laura reckons she can carry on till about 6.
Oh, cool, Laura.
I'm over scrapping for just a minute.
Right, so that's all your
I
tape
need
that has been
instant
put on,
gratification
and it
now.
has not affected any of your working mechanism. Please, when you put this onto your flap, make sure that your writing is the correct way around. You do not want it upside down. I think we'll just create the flap quickly as well. Let's see where that needs to go. But let me know once you're finished with your taping.
Your strawberries are better than Walberries. They're amazing. You only grew 8. Nice with 0 more. Just saying, hashtag.
All the dogs grew up again.
I'm saying.
Yum.
Delish.
Seriously, John.
No, they've eaten up.
Sorry, they're talking about strawberries, yeah.
We can put on
Organic
these.
strawberry.
We can put on the pieces sticking out because that's going to be stuck.
You can if you want, yeah. Just make sure you don't put onto the little jutting out pieces. Just as long as your stuff is not, your working mechanism is not affected. Yeah. Sure those stick to it. What paper are you using, Bruna? Is that something else? Seen this brown
Yeah,
piece coming
Oh,
across.
excellent. But that might have been a template.
Oh, maybe. All right, so now are you girls okay to just do the flap that it's going to go on to? Yes.
Just check the what's it. Yeah, there's nobody saying stop.
Okay, so we're going to go to our houses paper. It's called Peace on Earth. It's got all the beautiful houses and it's got the black on the back. You can take that out, cut your barcode off for me.
I love these houses.
They are beautiful. Add your barcode to your Pringleston or Williston. We got a Williston from Erin. Thank you, Erin.
I didn't.
Oh,
You got a blue store, so you cutting paper.
Thank you.
Keep your Williston.
and remember we cut our paper to 30, so this one's also going to be cut down to 30 wide. So just take a little bit off the far right hand side. Just remove that little piece just to make it 30.
So does it just come with practice that your blade doesn't veer off from the
Do you
knife?
know how much I scrap? Hey,
Okay.
lots of practice. But this is
Sorry,
the
Michelle,
sheet.
what size is that one?
This is a full sheet. You just cut your barcode and take off 1/2 centimeter. So just 30.
30, thank you.
30, yeah. Alrighty, this is going to be the flap, just to show you what we're going to be doing. So this is actually this piece that goes there and it goes to the back of your page. Becomes your flap that your little booklet gets stuck into. All right. So what we are going to do now is you are going to start at the top of the page and you can use your scoring board if you have one. So from the top, you're going to score at 14 and then from the top at 28. So 14 and 28.
The office managers really love impressed with me.
Oh, baby.
It's like, when you see me here, like I'm like desperate for this to come in. Just it works. Yeah, like can you just get your stuff with my face? Oh. Get those flowers going nana. It's like you're all in my space and I've had enough now.
All right, so it's going to look like this. The houses will be the front of your page, facing the correct way around. If you open it up, it will be black inside, and then that will be your flap that will get stuck to the back of your page. So on here, you will put tape on the houses on the 2.5 centimeter piece. So it looks like that. So it's 14, 28, and then your 2.5 that's left, we're going to be putting tape on there. So that this is going to go onto your layout like so. And your whole village will go inside here.
What's the background page?
The background page is going to be your houses. This one here. That will be your background. So you can actually cut the barcode off that at the same time while you're busy now. That's Joy to the World. It's got the blue on the back. Yes, it's blue on the back.
Advertising strip off. We used it earlier.
It's got blue on the back. Oh yeah, we did. So we've got one.
Yeah.
Caramel color.
That's it, yes.
Thank you.
Shows you that we're
Sandy.
Okay, but do not stick this yet because we've got another layer to stick first. Okay, so but that will be your background and this is now your flap. But don't stick yet.
Concentrate.
Okay.
Concentrate.
You can, while you're waiting, just quickly ink your background for me, but on those 3 sides only. Remember, we want your layout to look like one layout, so we don't ink the middles. So if you are inking, rather ink now, it's harder to ink when it's all assembled. You're sweet, man. Lose everything. Aww. Can you guys hear the office manager? She's very upset with us. We're taking up all her space here.
Is this the left page?
This is the right page. The left page we've done that.
I told you, I start from the right.
For those of you that do ink a lot and you've got big pieces, especially for the beginners, if there are any, remember to ink off the edge of your board. So move your board off the table and then just ink on the edge of your board. It gives you a nicer edge. And you don't squash your paper mid-air. Okay, I'm just doing that now. I don't normally do that. I normally ink off the edge of my board. Okay, so that is your background. This is going to be your flap. This is going to go inside your flap. Not yet. Okay, so just put that out the way for a second. You are now going to take out this piece that has got your big bracket on the bottom. It's got the teal sewn edge and it's got the zigzag on the back. This is going to become a flap on our page. All right, so looking at that, we are going to score it. This is the correct way that you want to use it. So we are going to score it at 2 centimeters from the top across. And then you can ink it front and back for me. It will be a hinge which you stick to the back of your page.
I feel so like I've learned something new.
All right, so score the top of it, fold it over. Flatten your hinge. 2 from the top. And you can then just give it a light coating of ink. Hide all those white pieces that you didn't cut off properly. I love inking. It hides a multitude of sins. If you can't pluck a bloom, then just ink. Guaranteed. One of the two will solve all your problems. Or unstick. That's our friend. Oops, sorry. There we go. All right, so that one also on the zigzag side, we're going to be putting tape.
Sorry, how much did we score it?
2 centimeters from the top. So it just makes a flap. So just 2 from the top and then that's it. And then you can ink front and back. Right, and then that is going to now get stuck about 1 centimeter from the right-hand edge. Fold it over the top of your page and you can stick. There's no right or wrong way. It's just to give you a top flap on your page.
Really has been good.
Sorry, Michelle, do you put it over the page or on top of the page?
No, it goes over, so that's the back of your page. It actually gets stuck to the back. If you look, that's what your back of your page looks like. So you put tape on the zigzag side and you adhere it to the back.
Oh, Papa is nice. She's not like.
She's moaning. I have seriously lost abortion. All right. Remember in the beginning, we had, when we cut up all our blocks, I told you guys just to keep this piece. So now this one is going to become a booklet on the side of the page. If you look at all your, I can't find mine for some reason. No, that's yours. There is a barcode strip that says gifts of time and love are surely the basic ingredients of a truly Merry Christmas. I just need to find, no, did you find? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's on this one.
Okay, it's on this sheet. So if you can please just cut that barcode off for me, and before we stick our book, I would like you to stick that to the very top of the page. So that goes on first, and then we will put on that side. Okay, we are going to take that off. Remember to ink it, please, before you stick it. That's fine. You don't have to ink if you don't want to. Sandy has been very rebellious. And then using your tape or your glue, we are just going to adhere that to the top of your page. Give it about a 1/2 centimeter gap. I never ever stick something right on the edge. You've paid for the paper, you might as well see it. And then you are going.
Can you tell us what is the writing for that strip? We can't see it.
It's off this piece of paper. It says gifts of time and love. It's that one over there.
And this pop-out thing did take time and love.
It did take time and love, yes. But I'm very proud of everybody for getting it right. Is everybody okay with their pop-up? Did anybody make a huge big mess that wants to send a hitman after me?
We'll have stuff.
Okay. Obviously sticking that.
You can make quite a cool table centerpiece thing like this for
I think it'd be awesome.
a Christmas
Yes.
table. Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
I will
Stand
kill
back.
you.
Stand back. You can look, but you can't touch. Push it.
Okay. So the piece that we kept from our pocket inners, this is just going to become a booklet. So I have just scored it along the center, and you can now fold that in half. These are really cool because they make the cutest little booklets. You don't have to do any work. Everything is already done for you. I like cheating. We look for the quickest and easiest ways to get things done.
Nothing about this was quick and easy.
See, so I didn't cheat.
So the easiest page in the whole world. It's
It is. It's just time consuming.
Birth is quicker.
Yeah. Was it hard, girls? Let's do a poll. How hard was it on a rate of 1 to 10?
19.
You are excluded from the poll. We
It
don't
wasn't
believe
actually
you.
that hard. It's just intricate and you just got to concentrate.
Yeah, and you just need
And
to
it's
have
the
time.
last
And
part.
once you get it, you're like,
Yeah.
aha.
That's the
You
great
went,
first
"Oh,
shift.
shit,
Everybody's.
Before we started.
I told you to go and have some gin. You didn't listen to
I
me.
don't drink gin, but I'll have some more.
All right. So this here is now going to become a quick little extra booklet on your page. So that you can adhere that to the left-hand side of your page, evenly spaced. And I can't find the one that I use, but I just use a little red tab on the side. Stick it onto the front cover so that they know they need to lift it, that there's more goodies underneath. I didn't staple this one, I just used glue.
So Kerry from Durban, her husband went up and got her a keeper. Yeah, went and got her a tin.
To Willie's tin. He's a keeper.
He's
I
a
keep
keeper.
him.
There's no
I
privacy
just said to him, he's a keeper. If he runs out against your Willie's tin.
It's a barcode tin.
Oh,
barcode tin.
Sandy, the people are voting and they're saying your waterfall was far worse.
I love it. Okay, this is the tin that everybody's talking about. If you can't get hold of a Pringles tin, these are from Woolies and they're perfect to keep all your barcode strips in. They fit like a dream.
They don't
As you
fit a
can
ruler.
see,
They
okay.
don't fit the tin.
They're not for a ruler, they are for your barcode.
No, but
Yeah, they won't fit your ruler.
no, they fit the
That
tin
one
hole.
is fun, but yeah, the tin holes will fit in.
But it won't fit this one.
It's fun. No. But it's fine. It's for your barcode strips. So get somebody in your friendship circle to buy you a crunchy tin,
Or
buy
go
each
to a
other.
friend's house and take it.
Yes, better yet.
I'll
Just keep all your
take it.
barcode strips in there. All right, ladies, so that one goes on to the far left-hand side.
Did you just cook and use glue?
No, I had some on.
Oh, not you cooked it.
No, no, no.
Michelle?
Using glue.
Di says it's not hard, but it's stunning. And thank you, Michelle. You make it so easy.
Oh, no, thank you. No, 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 no. Laura's giving me a hard time here.
I'm even mad.
You're almost 50.
2 weeks.
Okay, girls.
Okay, let's rock and roll.
So now, if you have a look, we have 2 red photo mats on this page on the right-hand side. Again, these are like 10 by 15, and they come off your, I'll find the page now, don't worry. I'm extremely unorganized as always. Okay, so this is sheet number 1 with the gorgeous houses on the bottom, so you cut your barcode off. Again, if you don't want to use this beautiful paper to waste it on photo mats, then just use red cardstock. So I'm not going to get you to cut these now unless you really want to. Please feel free. Otherwise, you can just use red cardstock for those. And then all I've done is I've just used my circle elements and some of my little arrows. And here I've just used a fussy cut house. If you have a look, I've just raised him on 3D foam just to give it a little bit of a 3D effect on the little house.
And the epoxy is there.
And I've used the epoxy, and then I've also used some of the gorgeous little metals that come in the kit. Okay. Please remember with the all the cutouts, always add foam underneath your cutouts, and then it gives you gorgeous layers. I think on the left-hand page, okay, no, I didn't do it on the left-hand page. But on the single page, you'll see as well, I've done all the layers. It just gives you, it makes it look exciting. Okay, so this page we're not going to use now, but if you want to, please go ahead and you can cut those mats. Okay. We are now going to close that flap, and this flap, put your working mechanism away. We can now adhere this to your page. So you're going to remove your liner. Okay, again, if you want to just remove a little piece, line it up, and then remove the rest. Do a zip like Sandy. You are welcome. Okay, before you do that, please just ink it. I almost forgot to ink, and it really is hard to ink once it's stuck. If you are inking, do your inking. That one, yes.
Teresa Lumley has a friend. Let's say hi.
Hi.
My 6-year-old son.
My son does the same thing. Every time I go into Zoom, then he like jumps behind me and pulls faces and runs around in his underwear. It's very embarrassing.
And Teresa's son's going to do
Yeah.
He's not going to pull a Tom Cruise on us.
Oh, the white socks on. I love it. I hope you girls have enjoyed this very much, because we all really have. Okay, so sorry, that's for a while to ink. Okay, so now you're just going to literally stick that onto the back of your page, line it up, make sure it's nice and even. And easiest way, I normally find it easier to do it this way. Just push it into your page. Make sure that you don't have a gap. And then slowly, then you just push it down. If it does extend a little bit off the top, don't stress. Remember, this is going to go over your plastic. Okay, and your houses should now be in the correct direction.
If they're not.
Keep running over it.
All right. You are now going to remove all your tape from here. Do one side first though, okay? Maybe also, this one I would maybe suggest do the zip thingy. So take off a few pieces, line it up, make sure that all your little elements are tucked in and folded correctly.
Don't do it upside down.
Don't do it upside down. Please make sure, double check, and then check again. And then we are going to stick that and then just close. Oh, sorry. Okay, make sure you sticking it in the right way as well. Okay. So open up your page again. It's easier to work. Just flatten your
So the
page.
middle goes in the groove.
The middle will go into your groove, yeah. So basically that is your page. It's going to open that way. So it's like so, and then that opens up like that. Okay, so please make sure you stick it the correct way. Double check before you do anything. Okay.
So it's not leading to the zips.
Okay, I'm just going to put a bit of glue on the long straight edges. Just to make sure that they don't move. Make double sure it's correct. It'll take you guys a few seconds to stick down, I'm sure.
Just 1 or 2.
Just 1 or 2. Hundreds of plastics all over the place.
I'm guessing we're going to have at least 3 upside down.
Yeah, please, girls, triple check before you stick it down. And don't stress if it's a little bit skew or just think it's, yeah, just when you stick it into the seam, just give it a little bit of a space, like a millimeter, that you don't have to, doesn't get squashed too badly. Hope for the best.
Say a free.
Okay, let's see. One side's done properly. Okay. So we just hope for the best. I hope yours are all looking good as well. Teachers, how are we doing?
Got it. Done.
Almost there.
Okay.
Fabulous. Capital letter. Alrighty. And JP. Okay. Okay, girls, there we go. So that's your beginning and after. And then what you're going to do, just a quick few tips, is I have used a barcode along the bottom edge just to ground it a bit. This was left over little red blocks that I had from my mounting patterns. And then I literally used this.
I think people are sticking that.
No, it's fine. I'm just going to talk. I'm not going to do anything now. This entire sheet of fussy cut elements, not the small ones, but all the big elements and a couple of small ones. That's what I've used to do all these layers. So when you're finished sticking, let's just take those out and then we can slowly make our way through the page.
Nearly done with my sweets and then we finish up and share.
Dennis, stop stealing all the sweets. Thank you, Dennis, for sharing the sweets. See, he's sharing with everybody.
I haven't had any of mine, so.
Oh.
Good job, I'm never using double-sided tape again.
This one that's in the rainbow behind you.
Screw out.
Yeah, is everybody still alive? Did you all run away?
Check the WhatsApp line.
Yeah.
Teresa de Villiers' husband just bought her a mince pie.
Oh.
Empty.
Oh, sweet man. The main like this because they get to eat what's inside.
No, the mince part. We bought her a mince part.
Laura Carol Skinner says she's with you about the tape.
No, it's the last. It will never happen again.
You fan.
Please forgiving. But tape, once you've stuck it, there's no coming
But you
back.
must use glue then if you want to use glue.
Once you've stuck it, it's like forever hold your feet.
Close your.
You can pick up and you still got 10 minutes, like 5 minutes to.
Michelle.
Sticking out the top.
Give it like some close-ups of the village, please.
Yeah.
What's it sticking at the top? This one.
I'm going to show you now what to do there.
So much of clever. So for these,
Where would he? Did you take them? Yes, were they? Did you take them?
All right, I hope everybody's stuck in. Before we carry on with the actual decor of the house, those of you, if you have already, it's fine. I just want to show you one thing. What I've done is I have used the, oh my goodness, I really don't know where anything is today. Hold a second. Carry on speaking. Oh, I'm looking at it. There we go. Okay. In your embellishment pack, you have got this gorgeous ribbon that I have used for the flap. So just remove your Christmas ribbon. Remember, never, ever, 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 ever stick tape to ribbon. You stick your tape to your page and then you stick your ribbon onto the tape.
Except if you like.
But sticking ribbon onto tape it never really works. Okay, so what we are going to do is we're going to do this crisscross. Oh, this one went right through. We're going to do a crisscross effect. I wanted this to look like a present that you open. I'm going to show you now. Okay, so first thing that we're going to do is we're going to measure about 3 centimeters from the top of your page. And you can use normal tape or red tape. It's up to you. This you cannot use glue. Sorry, Laura. And 3 centimeters, give or take. We are going to go a full piece right across your page. You can remove your liner. And then we are going to stick a strip of ribbon all the way across. Nice and flat. And cut off the difference. Okay. Oops.
Sorry, Michelle, that's on the flap that opens, hey?
This is the flap that opens, yes. So this is on the front. So once your booklet is, everything is stuck inside, just close it. So that will be your flap. So we're just sticking the tape 3 centimeters. Yes, can we take this hand from this side? It's like a serial killer. Oh, oh, that's too close to the edge of my page. Well, thank you, Dennis. Okay, so you are just going to use tape and stick that to your page. All right, then to give you the Bowtie effect, just to show you on here. So what this does is it just keeps your whole booklet closed. Okay. Oh, if I can tie a knot here. Okay. Just to show you. So now your whole book is closed. Okay. To do that, what we are going to do is open up your flap. And more or less in the middle over here, you're just going to take your craft knife and you're going to cut a slit about 3 centimeters long. And it goes right through your page. All right, so you'll see there is my craft knife coming through. So cut a slit. Doesn't have to be too long, it must just be wide enough for your ribbon to go through. And then this entire length of ribbon that's left over, Just use your craft knife to help you push it through. That is going to go right around your booklet. And you can now tie a bow on the top. Thank you. Right, there we go. And you can put a piece of tape on the back if you want to keep it in place. But if you are putting photo mats here, it might just interfere with them. So I would just leave it loose. And then I just decorated underneath with the little quote. Then the top one I used on this element sheet. I love this. So, you know, a Christmas present always has a nice big quote. So this is where I got my awesome Merry Christmas. So you can cut that big circle and place that on the front. And then in this corner again, I used another photo mat. All right, so that is your bow and you can finish that off just now. Just some quick tips when doing your Christmas village. You will see that some of the elements are bigger. So if you put your element here or here, when you close it, it's going to stick out. So what I do is I just score the bottom a little bit. And when you stick it down, it's still on your page, but then it doesn't peek out when you close your book. All right, so looking here, I'll just show you guys.
Not just a pretty face, though.
This house over here, I've actually folded. It's one of the this little long house. So he's gorgeous. So he actually keeps the whole theme. So I stuck him in the front, but that he was folded in half, and he's actually one of my first elements on the page. So half is on the page and half the backing is on the fold of the goodie. And then I've literally just gone and tucked in and stuck on. Remember, you're only putting tape on the bottoms where they can touch your steps. And in the background, on the actual back page, I decorated with a half blue rainbow, just to finish off and add a dash of color. And some more houses. So there are quite a few houses from all the fussy cut sheets that you can cut up. And then I love the little snowmen.
And you've got a blue circle there. What do you call it?
This is the half circle. This one here.
Okay,
yeah, so that's from your rainbow sheet.
Okay, cool.
So that will get stuck down first. So you can, I would suggest, create your background first with 2 big houses and your half blue. And I also use a little star. And then after that, then work your way forward. The big house is quite a nice big house. He's your main element, actually. So he can go over here. He goes onto the big block that we cut. Right, so that one goes over there. And you can put the one of the smaller houses in front of him with the little snowman. All right, so you guys, we have sent you some close-up photos that you can have a look and see what to or how to layer it. It would look really cute if you added some clear gloss with glitter on the roofs, look like snow, or if you've got what's that snow stuff? Stickles. Yeah, stickles or puff paint. Puff paint is actually quite cute still. And then again, as I said, I've just used leftover red for photo mats. So that's totally up to you how you want to do it. All right, so that is your little booklet closed. And then again, as I said, quotes and photo mats under there, photos there, and your photos on the bottom.
But 2 minutes.
Okay, girls, so you can carry on sticking so long. I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank Dennis and Erin for creating this awesome event. From all the teachers, we have had the most amazing weekend.
Yeah.
We absolutely love you guys. You are incredible, and what you do for the industry is incredible. So thank you so much. And yeah, I hope you girls have all had lots of fun this weekend. I'm sure you all have. So send your love to Dennis and Erin. Tell them how awesome they are.
Shelly's already asking, when will the kids arrive for next weekend?
Nice try, Shelly. Oh, goodness. All right, and you can double stack as well. So if you have one of your little layers, you can add an extra layer. You can even just add some foam tape and then just raise it as well. The foam tape will make your booklet be a little bit more puffy though. So try and stick to your goodies. On here, I did use some of the, you'll see there's like a little candy cane and the little small pieces.
Oh, I'm so glad you used those.
Yeah, so I did use not many of the tiny elements. They were quite tiny to stick down. But yeah, you can if you want to. If you have cut them out, please go mad and use them. I just want to show you on the help page.
You don't have to rush.
All right, so with your leftover papers, as I did mention, you have got the big houses that were left over. I did not use those. They are on one of the sheets. Yeah, I think it's on the back of the cover sheet. Let me just find my cover sheet. It's here somewhere. I know it is. Has to be.
Yeah.
I swear, I don't know, I found it. Hold on, there we go. I've got the Bermuda Triangle behind me here. I don't know where everything has gone.
It's because there's so many papers.
Oh, this range is incredible. It really is. Okay, so that is the fussy cut sheet, which is really easy to cut out. It's not a difficult one. That comes behind your Miriam Bright pack. You know what I also love about this, even if you don't want to use these things, although you will want to for your elf page, but I'm just talking on other ranges. These little elements, you can actually use those too. I mean, I love this. You can actually just use them as strips and banners and stripes. And
I was told I'm not allowed to use the title.
what?
Laura, you're not allowed to use the title.
So in the old days, the paperback and the bulk pack cover was different.
Yes.
And the one had like this scallop frame with the title.
And
It was beautiful.
You
So
always
Laura
put the
got a design
description
sheet
there.
pack which had the bulk pack, and she used it, and then she bought paper packs. Which
Oh,
didn't have
goodness, no wonder.
Yes.
Okay.
And it always
So-
had
and then
the
it was my fault.
description.
It was my
No,
fault.
not your fault. I mean,
No.
and then there were no
You
bulk
guys
packs
feel the
left.
love.
If I could just show you, because I mean we design these things, but not everybody realizes it. But so that section there clusters perfectly on there. That little house clusters then perfectly on top of that. So this is designed
For a 3D
for you to
effect,
3D
yes.
it up. Yeah.
It's gorgeous. That's what I've tried to do here. So
Yes.
on the elf page, I have used the rainbow page, as I call it, and I've used this huge big scallop circle. I love this. I thought it was so gorgeous. I had to use it. The elf is on your notes. You can just fussy cut it out of your leftover red paper. And then again, I have used these, you can check there, nice big house elements, and then fussy cut these a bit smaller, and I have layered them for the in-between, and with lots and lots of white pen around everything, and then all the little extra goodies and the bling on top of everything. So this is a really cute page. If you do plan to do your elf on the shelf this year, I would suggest to get this page done as quick as possible so that you can actually take the photos and do them daily. Because I know we do tend to forget, you know, before you realize that it's Christmas is over.
Because we even forget to do teeth. Come out, get alone out.
And yeah, so remember to layer. Foam tape is your friend. It is quite cool. Just gives you all that nice 3D effect on everything that you do. All right, so that is the layouts using this gorgeous range. I'm sure you guys have seen Juliette has also created some beautiful pages with this range, which will be freely available on the Celebr8 site.
Yeah, can we show them?
Yes, of course. Yeah, please do. So there is so much to choose from. So if you find that you need to create a lot more, go buy another bulk pack. And oh, so that's all my loose pieces. I need to finish that one again. Yeah, get yourself another bulk pack so that you can create Juliette's awesome layouts as well. Cool. Are there any questions, girls? Is everybody okay? You've all been very, very quiet.
Concentration.
I can see that. I hope you've all had fun playing.
Loved it.
Oh, I'm so glad.
It's been great. And all the classes have been wonderful.
They have
Oh,
been. Everybody
amazing.
brings something different, which is
Yeah,
fantastic.
and not getting a chance to actually scrap myself, it's been amazing.
Yeah.
Because
When
I
last did you do scrapbook layout?
I did one the other day, hey?
When, like,
With
4 years
YOLO,
ago?
with the leftovers from my YOLO project, I did one.
Okay,
Michelle,
Dennis is-
will you show us
Yeah.
Juliet's layout? If we had Juliet here, we could have used Juliet.
Yeah, but Juliet's not here. All right, ladies, here is an awesome sneak peek of the beautiful pages that Juliet has created using Miriam Bright. I love that she's used the black.
And the
It
house.
just pops everything in with the gorgeous house and look at the acetate.
Also,
Use that gorgeous acetate on the back. So you can have a look and see. Remember, these notes are freely available from Celebr8. They are awesome that way. It's one of the few places that gives you free class notes every month if you buy the packs. Even if you don't buy the packs, they're still available, but buy the packs. Support local. It's gorgeous. And you have to love that little hat on the snowman. Tell me that isn't the cutest damn thing you've ever seen. Hey?
Where?
Really? Look
Oh,
at
it's
that.
so cute.
Little
It's charming.
snowman's got
Oh,
a
you-
charm
oh, the
head.
charm. Did you see that?
Oh, that is fabulous. The single is actually my favorite. I love this page.
I love singles.
It is just
Oh,
beautiful in its
wow.
simplicity. I love it.
Show the glitter on the title. It's quite cool as well. Oh, I don't know if we'll pick it up.
So good.
I think you are the
So Michelle, you showed Juliet's layout, then you
It's awesome.
Thank you,
Share the
Michelle.
love. It's a pleasure. And now I walk in the catwalk straight from Paris in a 2021 design. All right, so you can have a look, little snowman hiding behind the house. Sorry, it's just blurring a little bit. Yes, so those are the most beautiful layouts created by Juliet,
Our glitter queen.
our glitter queen, and I'm sure you can't wait
There
to
must
run
be a
out and
tax
do these. There is still paper left over after the layout, so there is lots you can still do. All right, Juliet, thank you. Love those. Dennis,
Oh,
Erin,
wow.
thank you so much. And girls, really, is there any more questions? Anything you need help with?
When's the next one?
Please shout.
So I think just if we could just mention that all these layout notes are up in the Google Drive. You can download them. Every teacher has got a take-home project for you to do. Sandy,
Yes.
did you have a take-home project?
No. Oh, but I think it looks like the album.
So Sandy's also got one, but she'll upload that. We'll keep the WhatsApp group going. We're not going to delete it. So I'll just change it back to admins only. But we'll keep you posted on there. So I think you've got a lot of work to do at home. You've obviously been given a lot of products to work with. So we look forward to seeing what you do with Juliet's second layout, Laura's 2 additional layouts, and Michelle's additional layout. And thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for supporting us. We're terribly sorry about the inconvenience with this event. Obviously, it was scheduled to happen, I think, initially in April 2020 and had to be postponed and moved and changed several times due to lockdown regulations. But you guys are just awesome. You've seen us through lockdown. The stores have supported us, and we're just really grateful to still be in business after all of that. And yeah, it's all because of you and your support. So thank you. Thank you for allowing us to do what we do. And if this works, and you enjoyed this, we'll definitely be doing it more often. It's a lot easier for us to get a teacher here to Jeffreys Bay and to offer some classes to you than it is for us to go around the country to 4 or 5 locations. So if you enjoyed the online and you'd like to do it again, let us know. From my side, I think that's it. The WhatsApp group is open. We're not blocking it today, so ask your questions, fire them away. The teachers are here until Tuesday, so even tomorrow, if you've got any questions.
Early.
Yeah. So tomorrow, Monday, if you've got any questions, just pose it, and we'll be available to answer your questions. I think from the rest of us, anything else?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's change the camera and we can just say goodbye. There we go.
You're doing it again now.
Please unmark yourself and have a chat. We're not in a hurry to go anywhere.
Thank you to everybody for everything. I really enjoyed my 2 days doing nothing but scrapping.
Awesome.
Thanks, Martha. Ladies, come around so we can see you.
Okay, here are your fabulous teachers. I think they're all
I
so
need to thank you so much. I am a teacher. I know how hard it is to actually, how much energy it takes to be online. And you've done it for basically with 2 half-hour breaks. So thank you very much.
Oh, it's a pleasure, Carrie.
We've loved it.
You know, in terms of Lord of the Rings, we could have got through all the whole box set.
You see, I had to put my hair up, they would make me so hot. They won't.
I think the teachers deserve a round of applause.
Yeah.
Fabulous time. Yeah, I must say.
Bye, girls.
Thank you so much for all your hard work. Bye. Really enjoyed it. Bye. Thank you.
What are you doing by my hair?
Bye. Okay, well, Karen's talking, I've got to switch off all the live streamings. And
We're all watching. Got to figure everything out.
Bye.
Bye.